It is time, folks, for the game we've all been waiting for quite some time. It's the Packers and the Steelers, right here on DrDelay. Hello, everybody. I, of course, am DrDelay, and we've got a great one in this one, as we have the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I did not. Let's see here. We got a text here. The Steelers' record when wearing their 1933 throwback uniforms is 1-0. That's interesting because that has never happened before. So apparently AI, I don't know if you can see anything here. You probably can't, but pretty much saying that this game is already concluded and the Steelers are going to win. So interesting. Thank you very much, Trisk, for that nugget there. But yeah, very excited for this one, folks. Obviously, it's a big one on the channel. We have a lot of Brewers fans that are, also Packers fans, and of course, a lot of Pirates fans, and also Steelers fans. So definitely excited for it. George, again, appreciate you stopping on in. Thank you, as always, sir, for your support. Falcon, of course, ready to go. Trisk, of course, ready to go. Becky, of course, ready to go. I am ready for some football. Again, the Steelers 4-2, and the Packers are 4-1-1. So that is the record for these two teams, each with 4 wins. The Packers, coincidentally, are 4-0 when I cover games for them. So something must give here. Again, the Steelers are 4-2. They're obviously very good as well. But the Packers, again, undefeated on the channel. So will that change tonight is the question. The Packers favored by 2.5. The ESPN has ESPN has the Packers with a 56% chance to win this one. So this is, again, it's going to lean Packers possibly. We'll see. I think the Steelers can do it. I think the Steelers can overcome the Packers. The Packers have a great front seven, or should I say front six again? Everyone plays nickel now. But, yeah, no, that's really going to be the difference. Can Rodgers overcome the pass rush of the Packers defense that is just incredibly great, especially on the front? Or can Rodgers take advantage of the weak secondary? Will we have enough time to send it deep against this very suspect Packers secondary? That'll be the case. And then on the other side of things, the Packers, of course, they've scored 27 points in every single one of their wins. So that's kind of the magic number they're looking at. Again, the Steelers defense not so great. So we'll see what happens. The uniforms are ugly. Even looking at Rodgers, he does not look like he likes them. Yeah, I don't understand why the Steelers went with this choice personally. I'm fine with the unis, but they shouldn't have played them against the Packers. I mean, both of them with yellow helmets. I think that's just, that was just not well thought through. Steelers lost to the Bungles, who lost to the Jets, who lost to the Steelers. Yep, that's the way it goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Just going to quickly review the season real quick while I can. The Packers 4-1-1. Again, they won against the Lions 27-23. Won against the Commanders/Redskins/Commies 27-18. Lost against the Browns 13-10. Tied against the Cowboys 40-40. And then I started covering them again. And they won again 27-18 to the Bengals. 27-23 against the Cardinals. So yes, again, they are 4-0 when I call a game for them. So that is the magical number today, 27 points, 4-0. As for the home team, the Steelers, my very own Pittsburgh Steelers, the Steelers, of course, beat the Jets 34-32 in a very exciting game to open up the season. They then lost to Seattle 31-17. They defeated the Patriots 21-14. Got really lucky, if I may be honest with you. Did defeat the Vikings 24-21. Defeated Cleveland 23-9, and of course lost to the Bengals 33-31 last Thursday. Very ugly, disappointing loss. But that's the Steelers for you. Anthony, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Good to see you as always. And what's up, Doc? Go Pack, go! Yes, oh yeah, we're ready for it, folks. Again, we have the emojis in there. Of course, there you have Chris using the Packers. Very excited for this one. Again, the Steelers wearing the throwbacks tonight. 1933 throwbacks. We'll see if they're, any good for good luck. The Steelers usually do well in the throwbacks, but I don't know. They've never worn these. They have worn the Bumblebee ones, but not these specific ones. And they were all right in theirs. It's going? Well, Hey, I hear you there. It's going over here as well. He's a Steeler fan, fellas. Yeah, in case you weren't able to figure that out, folks, I am a Steeler fan. Again, I'll do my best to cover it right down the middle, though, 51-49, if I'm being honest. But again, I'm more critical of the Steelers than I am with any other team. So, again, hopefully we have a good night. Again, we have a lot of big dogs covering the game tonight, so any view I get, I'm very grateful for. Again, I've really struggled here on Sunday Night Football, but hey, we might have some good luck with the Steelers and Packers both playing. So Packers should have worn their throwbacks too. Are you talking about like the blue? Is that the one, the blue and the yellow number in the middle that's circled? I can't remember. So again, we are in commercial break. Just a little brief recap of what has happened so far today. Of course, again, I covered the Dolphins and the Falcons earlier today, 34-10. Dolphins winning, Jets winning over the Bengals 39-38. Patriots over the Browns 32-13. Eagles over the Giants 38-20. Bills over the Panthers 40-9. Ravens over the Bears 30-16. Texans over the 49ers 26-15. And then we covered the Buccaneers and the Saints. Buccaneers all over the Saints 23-3. Broncos over the Cowboys 44-24. And the Colts over the Titans 38-14. We'll go ahead and refresh these standings for you. That way we can get an update. Good luck tonight, Doc. Pulling for the Steelers. Appreciate it. Again, we're going to need all the help we can get because, again, these guys are pretty good for seniors. Yeah, I'm a senior. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Let's go. We need it. Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl for sure. Maybe. Probably not. Would be nice, though. Yeah, the Patriots 6-2. Bills 5-2. Jeez, they are just winning. The Steelers, of course, leading their division 4-2 record. The Bengals losing today. The Browns also losing today. And, of course, the Ravens did win today, pulling the upset against the Bears. So that was kind of a shock there. So I'm sure the Packers fans pretty happy with that. Of course, Packers leading the division with a 4-1-1 record. The Lions right behind them with a 5-2 record. The Bears, again, losing today. They're 4-3. And, of course, the Vikings lost on Thursday Night Football. So their record is now 3-4. So the Packers, pretty much if they win, they're going to still be on top of the NFC North here. The Steelers, of course, can lose, and they'll still have some breathing room. But, of course, again, the Ravens going to get Lamar Jackson back very, very soon. So the Steelers really need to pad those wins now. I'm serious. They really need to. Kylie, how's it going? Good to see you as always. Kylie always here for the Packers and, the Pirates and the Steelers game. So thank you very much, Kylie, for tuning in. Definitely ready for some football. Again, we're about another minute or so away from the start of this one. Hopefully it's a great game. Again, today we've had 2 blowouts, and we kind of had this last week. But the third game was a great one. Packers-Cardinals ended up being a classic. Was one of the best on the channel in my history. So definitely ready for some football. Packers wearing all white, actually. So, okay, good job, Packers. Contrasting a little bit. Again, I was really worried if we'd see an all-yellow helmet thing. I was going to be really disgusted if they decided to do that because, again, I blame the Steelers really for even doing this. Again, you already have iconic uniforms. No reason to mess with it. That's the way I see it. Go Steelers Nation, baby. There we go. Jacob, we're ready. Go Steelers. Do you like our jerseys tonight? You hate them? I don't mind them. Again, I just feel like they should have worn them with a different team. Like Packers uniforms, iconic. Steelers uniforms, iconic. Leave them alone. That's kind of my view of things. You could have worn them, one of the next time the Steelers home. I don't know. I'll look at it later. But, just wear them for another team, Should have worn them against the Seahawks or something. Wish they would have lost to them. But, that's fine. We lose them with them, and then we're done with them. Again, Rodgers hanging out with everybody. Oh, my gosh, these bots, man. They are bad. Apparently, I'm in the top certain percentage, and that's cool. Again, I imagine all the views are going to go towards Tom Grossi, Urinating Tree. Those guys are going to really dominate. Of course, Chat Sports has a bunch of people, so yeah, it's going to be kind of it's going to be a tough scene for me. But again, hey, this is a game I've been looking forward to. So I'm ready to go. Mike Tomlin, of course, there's the coach, the longest tenured head coach with the current team in the NFL. Good for him. Good for him. That's all I got to say there. Matt LaFleur Has made the playoffs 5 of his 6 seasons. He is, though, a 3-5 in the postseason, so definitely has to pick it up. Bot's going crazy like the game hasn't even started. Yeah, no, it's a big game. Packers 38, Steelers 18. Oh, man, I hope not. I could see it, though. Looks like the Steelers will be kicking off to start this one as Boswell boots it off, and we are underway in Pittsburgh. Fielded at the 80s, at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25. Williams breaks a tackle at the 30, but then falls down at the 30, and that's where the Packers will begin their drive, or at least so we thought, because there's a flag on the play. Great. As always, there's a flag. So, looks like that's going to be a holding call on Brooks, and that will back up the Packers by 10 yards. Packers 33, Steelers 19 or 24. Interesting. Hopefully not. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Packers as Love is... Oh, it's a holding call. Hold on, let's see where they're marking this. Yeah, marking it at the 20. That's what we thought. Okay. Dr. Death, good to see you, Lewis. Good to see you, Lewis, as always. Love in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Jacobs in the backfield with Love. Hands it off to Jacobs down the left side, lowering the shoulder, and is brought down after a gain of 4. So that is Jacobs again. Jacobs, pretty solid. It's had some time, a little rough stretch for him. But, again, he should take advantage of a very weak Steelers defense. Want the Steelers to score touchdowns. Me too, Kylie. As they show, Love's completion percent is 69%. Very good. Again, he's been very good statistically. I've got so many choices on who to watch games or call this game, and I choose you. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. As Love drops back, swings it out. It is caught. This is Watson. Watson, good to see Watson. Again, he's been like the number 1 receiver for the Packers the past few years. Just hasn't really established himself as that guy, but, it's good to see him back. And we'll see what he can add to this Packers team. Here comes an 80-yard drive. Oh, we'll see. 3rd and 1 here coming up for the Packers. Love is in the shotgun. Trips to the left. 1 receiver to the right. Love sending Watson in motion. Love drops back, looking to his left. Now over the middle, fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Romeo Doubs. Unable to hold on to it. And the Packers may have to punt it away early. So no 80-yard drive, maybe an 80-yard punt. Looking at the replay here, Love, drops back. He had a guy open in the flat, just didn't want to throw it to him. Would have gotten the first down. And Doubs, again, just couldn't hold on as Porter right there with him. Good timing on Porter, so again, it's going to be 4th and 1. This is Whalen ready to punt things away to the Steelers. Whalen boots it off. Fielded at the 15. He's at the 20. And he's tackled at the 20-yard line. Didn't really get much there. That was Kayshawn Williams. He's been getting some action here lately, last few weeks. I hate the 3rd and 1 shotgun formation. So stupid. Just run the ball or do play action from under center. That's fair. That's fair. I'm not opposed to the shotgun on 3rd and 1, but yeah, I would just run it, though, from the shotgun. It's a terrible towel situation. It was, but not at the moment. It's Aaron Rodgers taking the field. 1st and 10 at the 20. Rodgers is in the shotgun. Rodgers going to hand it off. This is Warren trying to find something, and he's able to find a gain of about 3. And a lot of pushing and shoving after the play. Wyatt just shoves a Steeler to the ground. There's no flag. Very interesting there. I'll keep an eye on that later. If a Steeler shoves a Packer guy, I might lose it on the channel. Again, I'll try to keep it 50-50, but what the heck was that? Yeah, but the Steelers might get an 80-yard drive. Yeah, maybe. Go Steelers, but those jerseys are awful looking. I don't know. I like them. They're all right. Again, I just don't think they should have messed with the Steelers-Packers dynamic. That's what bothers me. You already have good jerseys. Don't ruin it. Don't try to get cute and do other jerseys when you have iconic jerseys facing off. 2nd and 7. Rodgers under center. Play action. Rodgers going to check it down to the big tackle who makes the catch at the at the 27-yard line. Who in the world was that? Spencer Anderson, the guard, going out for a pass, and Rodgers kind of smiling. Rodgers finding the tackle on the catch, and yes, because they had 6 men out there that were big men. Anderson going out. Man, that is pretty funny. So the first catch of the day, Spencer Anderson. I'm sure we all had that on our bingo card. 3rd and 3 at the 27. Rodgers is in the shotgun. They need to get to the 30 for a brand new set of downs. Rodgers by himself in the shotgun now as Warren moves out in tight. Rodgers drops back, looking, moving to his right. Pressure on him, fires it down the right sideline. It is caught. And Wilson makes the catch at the 28. I was going to say right field line. I'm not even going to lie there. I messed it up, but it's okay. It's a brand new set of downs for the Pittsburgh Steelers as Rodgers moving to his right, shaking free. Wilson doing a double move, cutting inside, then outside, and Rodgers knew it. Good stuff by Roman Wilson, the man out of Michigan, trying to get something going here. Disney movies, oh yeah. That's a big dude. It is. Rodgers magic, oh yeah. Rodgers doing Rodgers thing. Horrible coverage, it was tough. 1st and 10 here at the 28. Rodgers under center, sending Washington in motion as Rodgers tosses. This is Warren on the carry at the 25 and brought down at the 24-yard line as that is a gain of 4. 4 for the Steelers. Steelers moving the ball. Again, Rodgers just chucking it deep on 3rd down. That usually works. Showing the stats here for Rodgers, 69% completion, 212 yards a game, 14 touchdowns, 5 picks. That was just bad defense. Hey, I'll take it. 2nd and 5, ball at the 24. Rodgers is under center, sending Austin in motion. Rodgers, play action. It's a screen. It's caught by Metcalf, and Metcalf is devoured immediately. There is a flag. This may be going against the Steelers. Valentine with the, or is it Valentine? I guess it's Valentine with the tackle. Pass interference on the offense. I think the Packers benched Hobbs. Well, they need to change up something there on the back end for sure. Oh, yeah, Metcalf just kind of gave it a huge push. I don't know what he was doing. So 2nd and 15 now for the Steelers. And they're a team that needs to stay ahead of the chain, so this is not a good situation for them. We'll see, though. Rodgers does have the ability to throw it deep, so there is that. Rodgers in the shotgun, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. They are at the 34. Rodgers gets the snap, looking to his right, fires. It's caught by Warren. Warren trying to break free, but cannot. Oh, that was a tackle by Cooper in the open space. Good tackle. And now it's 3rd and 15 for the Steelers. Again, Rodgers just trying to get it out in space. Warren had to make a guy miss, could not. Warren usually good for a broken tackle or 2 on a play, but just unable to make it happen there. Cooper with a great tackle in the open field. Great tackle. Yeah, it was a great tackle. So 3rd and 15, they're at the 34. They need to get to the 18 for a brand new set of downs. Rodgers in the shotgun, drops back. They send 4. Rodgers stepping up. Oh, and down he goes. Sack. Gary with the sack. I believe that's Rashawn Gary. And that may have knocked the Steelers out of field goal range. I'm not too sure. It's going to be at the 38. Again, they only sent 4. Parsons beats the guard there, and that's kind of a GG's. So Boswell's on to attempt the field goal here. This is a long one. A 56-yard attempt from the right hash. The snap, the hole, the kick. It is up. It is good. Chris Boswell is good, folks. 3-0 Steelers over the Packers with 8:41 left to go here in the first quarter. Steelers strike first with 3. Zach, let's go. Yep. Chip shot in today's. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I still would like to mentally think that, Pittsburgh is a hard place to kick, but I guess not anymore. Again, folks, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the games, like the NFL, college football, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, I know there's a lot of competition tonight from, like, the big dogs themselves. There's Tree. There's, of course, Tom Grossi. I'm sure Football Nation's also doing this game. Those guys are pretty much dominating. Then, of course, there's the Chat Sports and all those bums that ask for money every minute or so. And then there's people like me. So, again, I really do appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. But, yeah, I definitely do. Steelers, of course, striking first. Rodgers had that big play to Wilson, 45 yards. Really was the the game changer on that drive. It was not looking promising. Punt or field goal. It was a field goal, Trisk. 56-yard chip shot with nitrogen and helium mix in the softened up leather ball. Yeah, well, I mean, again, I'm not going to disagree there. I think they did mess with the footballs. I really do. I don't like it. They shouldn't. Let's see here. The probability for the Steelers to win, apparently, according to ESPN right now, at 50%. It opened up the game with, again, what was it, like 57? Yeah, 57%. So we'll see what happens. Again, the Packers, of course, undefeated whenever I call them. So there is that. I could be a bad luck for the Steelers tonight. Hopefully not. This is the only time I'll really cheer against the Packers. I really think I've been kind of, I wouldn't say pro-Packer, but, definitely respect the Packers. Of course, you guys, of course, made it pretty easy for me to pull for the Packers and the Brewers. All these bots. There's so many bots tonight. Jeez, We're back here in Pittsburgh as they show off the, Favre and Rodgers. Rodgers here on the screen now. Rodgers happy after beating the Steelers. A lot of stuff here. Just, man. Of course, Rodgers winning the, the car salesman of the year award, pretty much. That's how he looked in that one picture when on MVP. All right, 3-0 as he kicks it off. Fielded at the 2. He's at the 10, the 15. Cuts outside at the 20, 25, 30, and brought down at the 34-yard line. Williams with a nice return. Savion Williams. Both teams with Williams that are returning kicks and punts here. Cameron Hayward ranked 2 in the PFF. T.J. Watt only 19. I hate PFF so much. Did you know that this year the kickers can take their K-ball home with them to soften up like a baseball player with their mitt? Use them for 3 games? I did not. I don't know if that's true, but it wouldn't surprise me. All right, 1st and 10 at the 33. Love is under center, sending a man in motion. That is Golden. Love takes a snap, tosses here to Jacobs. Jacobs trying to make a guy miss, and he stumbles down at the 36-yard line. That is Jacobs on the carry. Gain of about 3. Did you say what PFF rank was? No, I didn't, but I mean it's trash. I don't like PFF. Jacobs averaging 3.7 yards a carry. Again, not the best, but I really feel like it's been more of the O-line, not really giving him a lot of room to work with. 2nd and 7, ball at the 36. Love is under center. Receiver to the right, receiver to the left. Tight end in the backfield as a fullback. Love, play action, steps up, fires in the middle. It's caught at the 50, wide open. This is Dobbs at the 45, and brought down at the 40. First down, Packers. Packers just like that on the other side of the field. Again, one thing, though, that the Steelers, again, the Steelers are just not good stopping the run. Passing defense isn't the greatest either. But I really do think this is a night that Jacobs could really turn it loose. We'll see. 1st and 10 here at the 40. Love is in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Love hands it off to Jacobs up the middle. He's at the 35 and brought down at the 34-yard line. That is Josh Jacobs again on the carry. Trying to get him going. That might be the key tonight for the Packers. Ticking under 7 minutes here in the first quarter. Steelers leading 3-0 over the Packers. Both teams with 4 wins. Packers, of course, 4-1-1. As Love is in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Is Love, 2 receivers left, tight ends in tight to the right. Jacobs in the backfield. Love drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is caught by Dobbs at the 30. And, of course, dropped immediately, but he will have the first down. Peyton Wilson on the tackle. You know, he just, again, Love just taking what the Steelers give him. That's kind of what they're going to be doing. Packers run blocking has been very subpar this year. Yes, it has been. It has been, and I don't know. I think they could kind of, again, you know, the Steelers' run defense is terrible this year, so they could have some success tonight. 1st and 10, ball at the 29. In the shotgun, Love swings it out. It's caught. He's at the 25, the 20, and pushed out of bounds around the 16-yard line. That is Heath. I wanted to say Randall Cobb. That's why I kind of froze. I'm like, wait a second. That's not Cobb. Malik Heath with a 13-yard catch and run as they are now at the Steelers 16. LSU football coach Brian Kelly got fired. Yeah, that was going to happen. Well deserved. Brian Kelly is an idiot. 1st and 10 at the 16. In the shotgun is Love. 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends in tight, sending a man in motion. That is Kraft. Love drops back, fires. It's caught by Kraft. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown! Green Bay Packers just wouldn't go down. Tucker Kraft just dragging players with them. The Packers go 67 yards on 5 plays in 3 minutes and 36 seconds. That was as efficient as you can be. Kraft, yak and cheese. There we go. I like that. I like that a lot. And again, Kraft just, I mean, that is just, again, that's the tackling. That's the great tackling of the Steelers' amazing defense. The extra point is pending. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is good. 7-3. The Packers lead the Steelers with 5:05 left to go here in the first quarter. Packers are very crafty. They are. Especially with Tucker Kraft. Seth pulling for the Packers. Yeah, I feel like there's more Packers fans here than Steelers fans. Jeez, where did the Steeler Nation go? Oh, my goodness. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, make sure to do so because, hey, this is a growing channel. Almost at 1,700 subs, apparently. We had a good day today. I actually don't remember where we started. I think I was at 1,559. I could be wrong on that, but hey, regardless, it was a good day. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. Again, I cover every Steelers game, but if you're a Packers fan, well, just letting you know, I'm 4-0 when you guys are calling the game, so I could be a lucky charm for the Packers. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. There we go. Chance. Good to see you. Steelers defense is not playing well. Yeah, they are not. This is typical Steelers. Steelers defense hardly plays well. Yeah, they don't. They stopped playing well in 2010. 2010 is when it was over. 2011, I guess they had a good defense as well, but well, okay. 2011, they were still great. I wouldn't say they were. Yeah, okay, they were great. 2012, they were good, and then ever since then, it's actually been over. Ever since the world ended in 2012, the Steelers defense has went out the window. RC, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, RC. DrDelay stops here. I do, sadly. Looks like I'm over. I'm done. Thank you, Vince, again for tuning in. Again, I do apologize. Again, they've changed the way I see people now, so I'm going to have to rely on just the profile pic on relying on who people are. Unless, of course, your handle name is very similar to your username. Let's see here. What up, RC? Wait, what though? Wait, I'm Chalmers Fitzgerald. I don't know. Like I said, okay, so that's Chalmers. Okay, good to see you, Chalmers. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. My channel was, I don't know. It's like this on Jaguars channel too. I have no idea what happened. Ravens wanted a, yep, they did. I didn't think they would. Looks like we're back here in Pittsburgh, where again Green Bay leading 7-3 over Pittsburgh. I have to change out battery here. That's great. Fields it into the end zone, and he's going to take a knee for a touchback. Sorry, folks. Probably annoyed hearing that. This dang Xbox, man, the worst. So the Steelers will get the ball at the 35. Again, the touchback, kind of a big deal now. So you better kick it in play, or else the team's going to get it at the 35. And Packers leading 7-3 with 5:05 left to go here in the first. So Rodgers is under center, sending a man in motion as Rodgers. That is Jonnu Smith. He's a receiver to left, receiver to the right. Warren in the backfield. Rodgers hands it off to Warren up the middle, and he's brought down after a gain of 2. So nothing doing there. I'll probably come over to watch this game with my Timberwolves game. Going about 17. Okay, appreciate you. Rhino had me do it. Oh, yeah, I messed with it. Appreciate it, Rhino. Oh, Vince, you're Vince the Land, right? That's what it is. Yeah. Browns fan. Okay, I got you. Well, appreciate you stopping on in. 2nd and 8, ball at the 37. Rodgers swings it out. It's caught by Freiermuth. He's at the 40 and fighting forward to the 42, but there is a flag down. So, looks like it's going to be an illegal shift on the Steelers. Rhino said the Colts are going to kill the Steelers. Yeah, he's hilarious. He also, I know Rhino covers football, but he should really look into comedy. I would say that's pretty good. Do you have one of those yellow towels, the terrible towels? I do. Not on me, though. Vince from the Land. Oh, yeah. Vince from the Land. Yep. Jeez, these dang bots are so bad. Might have to go change a setting at halftime. 2nd and 13. Rodgers in the shotgun. They're moving backwards. Sending a man in motion. That is Austin. Rodgers drops back. Looking. Fires. It is almost intercepted. Oh, my goodness. Cooper almost made a huge play. Rodgers better be careful. He can't do that. I went ahead and changed my name since YouTube got crazy. Yeah, appreciate you, man. You're a legend. You're a legend. RC is indeed a legend, dude. Rodgers again looking to his left and fires. Just the throw was just not on it. Cooper was really on it. 3rd and 13. They need to get to the 45. Ball at the 32. Rodgers in the shotgun. Safety's already playing back. Rodgers drops back, looking, fires. It is caught and dropped immediately at the 38-yard line. That is Freiermuth. But it looks like the Steelers will have to punt it away with just under 4 minutes to go. Eagles kill the Steelers? Yeah, last year. He was going to pick it? Yeah, me too. I'm like, oh my gosh, no. But luckily we're good. That's hilarious. Come on, the Steelers going to mollywop them? I hope so. I'm not discussing the Cowboys for the rest of the year. Well, yeah, that's rough. I really thought they'd win today. Here's Corliss Waitman. He's on to punt it away. It's been a pretty good punter so far. That's going to drop. Oh, he fumbles the ball, but it's picked up by a Packer at the 18. Oh, and he paid a price. Oh, the Steelers were kind of all over it. Unfortunately, unable to make a play. I don't know why the Nixon, the punt returner, like he was scared of the ball. I don't know what happened there. Defense is playing a lot better with Wyatt. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I picked the Cowboys as well. All right, let me go and I should help out with the bots here again. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. I'm going to go and hide this for a little bit as I go behind the screens here, or scenes here, screens. I guess you could say screens here on YouTube. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you like what you're listening to, folks. This is a growing channel. Despite what you think, it really is. We are a growing channel, over 1,300 subs in the last... pretty much since August 1st. So, yeah, we are definitely moving up. Things are moving up Millhouse, or kicking up Millhouse. I actually forget the phrase, but I definitely do appreciate you guys for your support. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Apparently, I've already gotten 2 subs tonight. Thank you, guys. Again, I really do appreciate that. We are definitely, like I said, a growing channel. And again, like I said, I cover every Steelers game. Of course, Packers have been featured heavily on the channel. You can thank people like Chris, by the way. Chris here, he's been a big supporter. Of course, there's Jason. There's plenty others. Magic Man. Again, I do apologize. Can't think of everybody here. Becky earlier, she stopped by. Big Brewers fans, and in turn, of course, they're Packers fans. They've been very supportive of the channel, so I really do, again, very thankful for them. So, I'm not saying you guys can, influence me, but hey, I will say that they definitely have. So I really do appreciate these guys for their support. They've been very, very supportive. They're going to mollywop those fraud coats. I hope so. Again, next week I will not be covering the Packers. I do want to make that clear, though. So no Packers next week as the Steelers take on those Colts. So that is going to be a big game. I will not live it. I mean, if the Steelers lose the Colts, I mean, that's going to be really rough. Not saying I think the Steelers will think that. Not saying I think they can win. I'm just saying the Colts being 8-1 if they win that game, unbelievable. And the Packers have the Panthers. Another guy I watch puts it in subscribers only mode, and the bots just subscribe for the game to spam. Yeah, no, I didn't put it in sub. I put it on slow mode. So, yeah, see, like now I can catch it real quickly. So that one guy is gone later. All right. So the Packers will take over at the 18. Love is under center, sending a man in motion. That is Golden. Love drops back. Play action. Steps up. Just checks it down here to the running back. He's at the 20, the 25. Oh, he fumbles the ball and took a huge shot at the end. Ramsey just delivering a huge blow to Emmanuel Wilson. But it was a gain of 8 regardless. It gets sometimes hard for me to keep up with football when basketball starts. I hope DeLay understands. Oh, no, you're good. You're good, dude. RC, you watch what you want to watch. I'm not going to be upset or anything like that. I'm entertainment. Turn me off at any time. That's how I view it. 2nd and 2. Love is under center. 2 receivers to the right. Receiver to the left. Tight end in tight. Love hands it off up the middle to Wilson. And Wilson is going to get close to the line of gain, but not quite get there. Or maybe they will give it to him. That's going to be really close if they do give it to him. Or don't give it to him. It's going to be 3rd and inches, if anything. First down. They're giving him first down. So, again, I do apologize. Putting it slow-mo, I know it's kind of a bummer, but, well, I guess just think clearly before you send something, because you have to wait 5 seconds, I guess. Oh, my goodness. Stupid bots. All right, 1st and 10 here at the 28. Love drops back, fires. It's caught by Kraft. He's at the 35, the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, and brought down at the 38. Tucker Kraft with his yak and cheese in full effect. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Packers, and they are moving. Kraft, yak and cheese, man. That's rough. Just would not go down. The Steelers couldn't tackle him. And they are in Pittsburgh territory at the 39. Kraft really happy. Looks like Green Bay after that's going to take a timeout. So with 1:10 left to go, the Packers are driving They are in Pittsburgh territory. 7-3 is your score. Packers, of course, with the lead. They actually will not step away. Tucker Kraft from South Dakota, a little small town of 537 people. That's okay. Hey, man, you never know where a superstar can be born at. You know, that's how it works. That's how it works. It's kind of random. You just got to work your tail off, and you can get there. Now he turned that small town Timberlake into a Packers fan. That's how it works. Dude's a monster after the catch. I was so stupid thinking Musgrave was going to be the better tight end from the draft. Well, you never know. You never know. It just works out like that. Yeah, Tucker's been pretty good. 1st and 10 here at the 39. Hands it off up the middle. This is Williams, and Williams not going to find much as he finds a yard, but nothing more. As we're ticking under a minute left to go. Again, the Packers leading 7-3 over the Steelers. And, man, it is a rough showing so far for the Steelers defense. I called him Canned Ward earlier, as in Cam, and the Titans getting canned. Jeez. That's pretty good, RC. Canned Ward. 2nd and 9 for the Packers. Ball at the 38 to Love in the shotgun. 2 receivers left to 1 receiver to the right, sending Golden in motion. Love drops back, looking, swings it out to Golden. He's at the 40 and is slung out of bounds. That's going to be a loss on the play. Darius Slay on the catch. Big play. Slay on DrDelay making a play to keep him away at bay. 3rd and 10 here for the Packers. And it looks like they're going to take this to the end of the first quarter. Again, Packers leading 7-3 over the Steelers at the end of one here in Acrisure Stadium, Heinz Field. Scat is done for the year. Oh, Scat, yeah. Yeah, it's very sad. Nice play by Slay. Yeah, no, Slay was good. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Again, I do realize that there are a lot of people out there competing for your attention today, so I really do appreciate that you are letting me call the game. Hopefully I can do a decent enough job for you to make sure you hit the like button and, of course, subscribe to the channel. That's pretty much what I'm trying to get here, is to get you to press that subscribe button, because we are a channel on the rise, folks. So, again, I'm just helping you out in the future. You know, in 2 years, I could be, like, you know, super famous, and you could be like, you know what, I knew that guy when he was at 1,600 subs. Yeah, I remember that guy. Now he's at 1,700 subs. There we go. Hey, we're moving up in 2 years. Just call him Dr. Seuss. Oh, yeah. That's, yeah, Dr. Seuss delay. I've actually, thought of the idea of dropping the doctor. I don't know. Dropping the doctor and going with just delay, or maybe I do delay and then put in parentheses of game. I don't know. I've thought about it. Thinking a lot of things here. Not that that would make a difference on the channel or anything as far as like who would, subscribe or whatnot, but I probably don't need to worry about that. Worry about other things like content. I really got to get some videos for sure. Well, I'm working on something. Working on something, folks. So, but yeah, I do appreciate you guys. Feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. Of course, I do have it on slow mode because the bots are insane tonight. They are actually going crazy. I'm used to them, but this is insane. Brian Kelly got fired. Yep. Yeah, no, he deserved it. He was a bum. Brian Kelly was a bum. This wasn't a fan. I was never a fan of Brian Kelly at any point in time. Grossi has 12K people in his. Chat Sports Packers, Chat Sports 640. Cheesehead TV 1.4, Urinating Tree 1.8. Yeah, we got a lot of people everywhere. Steel Twins, I don't even know who they are. So, but again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Football Nation 3.3K. I mean, yeah, that is a lot of people, folks. All right. It's going to be 3rd and 10 at the 39. Love in the shotgun. Love drops back, looking over the middle, fires down the left side. It is incomplete. Dobbs looking to make a play and just couldn't. He had it in his hands. He had it in his hands and wasn't able to make the catch. Slay. I mean, he had it. Slow one is on, yes. In order to combat the bots, I had to. It's only for 5 seconds. So, unless you're spamming the chat, I don't think it's really going to impact, it won't impact 95% of you guys. Hello, Al. Good to see you. Good to see you. Brandon McManus on for a 57-yard attempt for the left hash. The kick is up. The kick is no good. Oh, it was on the line, but it just was short. So there we go. Pittsburgh, maybe it is a hard place to kick. Oh, that's a huge one. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, the Steelers will have decent field position at the 47. Can the Packers make 57? Not today. I'm sad that McManus is back. Oh, jeez. McManus is kind of a legend. He's a legend around the NFL. But, yeah, just a little bit old. Bob's like, okay, let me go ahead and make sure that doesn't happen to me. No good, he missed it. Yep. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Steelers. They got decent field position here. Hopefully they can take advantage for the Steelers' sake as Rodgers is in the shotgun. Rodgers drops back, looking to his left, now to his right, moving to his left, fires. It is caught at the 50. This is DK, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 5. DK looks so huge in this uniform. I'm just saying, I don't know what it is, but he looks like a linebacker, like a tight end. He just, man. I heard the Titans got a new coach, a Chinese guy named Win One. Yeah, this guy 2nd and 5, hands it off to Gainwell, bouncing outside. He's at the 45, the 40, brought down at the 39-yard line. Oh, that's pretty good. 1st down, Steelers. I feel like it's something my dad would say, too. I'd probably get mad at my dad if he said that, too. So maybe a double standard here. Legend for the wrong reasons. Yeah, sorry. I think James Franklin might take the LSU job. That would be crazy. 1st and 10 here at the 39. Rodgers is under center. 2 receivers to the right. Receiver to the left. Rodgers tosses here to Gainwell. Gainwell is trying to lean forward, but he really can't. He's landing on a Packer. That's going to be a loss on the play. A loss of 1. Yellow and larges. Yeah, no, that's interesting. Yeah, Metcalf. He looks jacked. Looks like a big guy. So 2nd and 11 coming up for the Steelers. Again, they have a short field. You think they would take advantage. Maybe. Hopefully. Rodgers in the shotgun. Hands it off to Gainwell. Cuts it inside at the 35 and brought down at the 32-yard line. Nice gain. Gain of about 8. That makes it 3rd and 3 coming up. Again, 3rd and 3 at the Green Bay 32. Looks like the Steelers are kind of playing up tempo here. They need to get to the 29 for a brand new set of downs. Rodgers in the shotgun, trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Chris saying, come on, defense. Rodgers drops back, looking, fires it down the left side of the field. Metcalf, incomplete. Metcalf, I think he had it in his hands, just could make the catch. Rodgers is not happy. Rodgers is not happy at all. Oh, man, Rodgers had him too. Oh, man, if he would have thrown it a little bit more inside, I'll tell you what, that probably would have been 6. So Rodgers leading him. Of course, Rodgers was not happy. So 4th and 3. There's the 50-yard attempt. It is up. It is good. And, of course, Chris Boswell makes it. That's what he does. 7-6 is your score. 12-18 left to go here in the second quarter. Packers, of course, with the lead. Breaking news, the Browns say they're looking at Kevin Stefanski's future with the Browns organization. Man. I mean, I know Browns fans don't like him, but I'm just saying, I think everyone other fan base is like, dude, you guys have a guy that took the Browns to the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. Field goal attempt, yep. Aaron's eyes got so big there. Yeah, he should have had it. Should have had it. I think Rodgers kind of missed on the throw, and Metcalf should have had it too. Well, they're playing peak Steelers. This guy, that's the old Steelers football. Not quite this year. 7-6, or is it 6-7? Yeah, either way, you could look at it. But usually you usually say the team that's leading first. That's all I'm going to say there. Unless, of course, it's tennis. Then you say your own score first. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. For more play-by-play with DrDelay, this is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, college football, make sure, again, hit the subscribe button. It's free to do so. Of course, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. We do have a pretty big Steelers base on the channel, of course. Obvious reasons why. We also have a pretty big Packers base on the channel. So, again, if you're a fan of either team, don't be shy. You're surrounded by people that are thinking probably like-minded to you. So, yeah, definitely don't be a stranger. Let me know what you think on anything. Actually, maybe not anything, but, let's talk about whatever you want. I'll let you know if it's too far or not. It's not that we dislike him. It's more so we dislike him due to his collective play calling. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So, let's see here. Hobbs would have given up that touchdown if he was playing at this game. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the throw's a little bit outside. I think Rodgers should have let him a little bit inside. But it is what it is. It's still, I mean, Rodgers still playing fine. He's still good. Rodgers is the reason that we're 4-2. Just told that this evening that UIL met last week and having pickleball in high school did not gain any traction. Yeah, I didn't think so. We're back here in Pittsburgh again. Green Bay leading 7-6. Or you could say the Steelers trail 6-7. And, the Packers looking to get back into this one. Or no, the Packers looking to get back, and what am I talking about? Packers looking to put some points on the board here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and brought down at the 26-yard line. So here comes Jordan Love. Again, pretty good day statistically for him. 8 for 10, 104, and a touchdown. Jacobs, of course, 3 rushes, 12 yards. Again, just needs to get more space is what I would say. I would bet on this game, but tonight is not my night. Oof, that's tough. That's tough. Good to see you, Jay. Good to see you, Jay. 1st and 10. Love is, actually, I don't know. They're showing everything else but the game. There we go. Love is at the shotgun, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Love. Play action, looking over the middle, fires down the right side. It is incomplete. Dobbs kind of looking around like, hey, maybe there's a flag there, but nothing doing. As it falls incomplete. Yeah, I don't know what that is either, Trisk. Who the heck is on the Steelers' name 6? Queen? It's Patrick Queen. Looks like there's an injury on the play. A Steeler. Yeah, Dobbs was kind of pushing. Dobbs was kind of focusing more on Porter there with the hands rather than the ball. So that's kind of why he got tripped up. I love these Steelers jerseys. I thought you just said you hated them. Or was that someone else? I thought you just said you hated them. This guy, flip-flop. Pretty sure you're flip-flopping. That's okay. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So again, if you like the NFL, make sure, again, to definitely leave a like. And, of course, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow for some Monday Night Football action between the Redskins and the Chiefs. If you like the commies, then I can call them the commies, I guess. If you want to call them the Commanders, that's fine, too. I actually won't say that, though. I'm not going to lie. Redskins and commies is where it's at. So, yeah, make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. I have to decorate for Christmas on November 8th. It's really the only thing that gives me joy. Oh, nice. Hey, Christmas is fun. Patrick Queen used to be a quarter, and for all or no, he was not. That's a lie. Jameis, he was a middle linebacker. He always was. Do you think the Ravens will win over the Bears, keeps their postseason? Yes, they do. With Lamar coming back, yeah, I mean, that was huge. Even with the loss, I would still think Lamar could probably get them to like 9-8. If they were 1-6, they'd probably go like 8-2. That's just how Lamar does. He wins in the regular season. Emphasis on that. What is on Dobbs' helmet? It's the guard, what they're using. Queen's never a corner. He was always a linebacker. Did you see the Vanderbilt game? No, I did not, but I heard about it and very happy about that. Very happy that Vanderbilt won. Yeah, it was someone else. Go Steelers, score touchdowns. Oh, we need to. But right now we're on defense. In 2 weeks, the Steelers will be 4-4, and the Ravens will be in the mix at 3-6, 4-5. Stop it. You're probably right, but stop it. Oh, man, that's going to bother me. If they lose tonight, they lose to next week against the Colts. They'll be 4-4, dude. Oh, my gosh. Go Comies. You're a Comies fan. The Comies. This is a long commercial. There was a shaken up Steeler. I actually don't know. I didn't catch who it was, but yeah, there was a Steeler injured on that play. So if you're wondering, like, yeah, what the heck's going on? Why are you just not talking about the game? Well, there's an injury. So I need you to get all the way off my back about that. And you better get off of that thing. You better. Whoops, I thought he was a quarterback. It's all good. It's all good. I misremember stuff all the time. Tom loves to lose 3 straight. That's actually very true. Steelers losing bunches. 2nd and 10 here at the 26. Love is in the shotgun. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Love hands it off to Jacobs up the middle, and he can't find nothing but a bunch of yellow jerseys. Of course, I'm referring to the Steelers jerseys because they're not wearing black tonight. So it's going to be 3rd and 9 coming up for the Packers. Guardian cap. That's right, Guardian cap. I was thinking, what is it called? The Guardian cap. That's right, yeah. It's not as bad as I thought. I definitely still don't like it, but it's not as bad as I originally thought it would look, for sure. So 3rd and 9 for Green Bay. They need to get to the 36 for a brand new set of downs. Love in the shotgun, trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. Love drops back. Looking, fires. It is incomplete. Oh, they're going to get... Oh, my gosh. The Steelers were there, but of course, with the new NFL, you can't touch the quarterback. You're not allowed to do that. There are no more sacks. Unbelievable. And that's going to keep the drive alive. The unnecessary roughness there on the quarterback. Oh, come on. Oh, there's no question. Oh, let's go. No roughing the passer. Sorry, Packers fans. Legal use of hands to the face on offense. Okay. Oh, I was about to lose my mind. You're not allowed to tackle him. And it looked like Watt was kind of pushed into him anyway. Oh, jeez. Love the Ryan George reference. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Watt was being face masked the whole time. Jeez, TJ Watt sacking a guy blind. Yeah, TJ's good. He always gets held. Oh, man, I'm so glad that, I'm sorry, obviously Packers fans, but I'm just saying, I hate bad calls. Even if that was against Rodgers, I'd be like, that's a terrible call. I would. I'd be happy, but it'd be a terrible call. So 4th and 9, of course, the Packers are going to punt. There's the snap, and here is the punt. 10, 20, 30, 40. About a 52-yard punt. Field at the 20s, at the 25, skipping around at the 30, at the 35. Oh, I think there's going to be a flag. No flag. Okay, so I thought I saw a Steeler just level a Packer from behind, but I guess I did not. And neither did the refs. That is better. It wasn't Watt. It was Highsmith. Yeah, Highsmith was the original guy. Watt was kind of blocked into him on the other side. He was the one being held with his face. Come on, unbelievable. Yes, so yeah. So Thomas, so you're pulling for the Steelers. So is there a reason why? I mean, I'm not of course upset or anything. You just don't like the Packers or what you got there? All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Again, they had pretty good field position last time, only came away with 3. Now they're going to be at the 36, which is also not too shabby for the Steelers. Rodgers, play action, moving to his right, fires. It is caught at the 40, cuts inside at the 45, and is brought down around the 48-yard line. That is Ben Skoranek on the catch, the former Ram. Packers offense is so frustrating. Oh, I'm at. Yeah, no, it is. It is. Again, I've covered games where they look really good. And yet they still, I mean, 27 points is a lot of points in the NFL. I mean, that's more than your average score for sure, but it feels like they could always score more. That's what's interesting about the Packers, is that they still have yet to really fire on all cylinders, and now you're starting to wonder, can they actually do that? As he tosses to Warren. Warren cuts inside at the 50, and that's where he's brought down after a gain of a yard. Again, if you're just tuning in, Packers leading 7-6 over the Steelers. Wow, first down, only third one today, yeah. Why did Nixon start running backwards on the balls thrown in front of him? He was terrified. Terrified of Skoranek. 2nd and 8 for the Steelers. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers drops back, looking to his right, moving to his right, and he's going to just chunk it out of bounds, incomplete. Packers bench wanted a holding call. Rodgers kind of smiling, having a good time, down 7-6 with 9:42 left to go. Rooting for the Steelers because I like Aaron Rodgers. I also love their uniform they are wearing tonight. I'm also rooting for them versus the Colts, so I've sort of adopted them as your second team. Oh, nice. There we go. We'll take it. Welcome. Welcome on in. So Rodgers in the shotgun. They need to get to the 42 for a brand new set of downs, or actually make it to 41. It's 41.5-yard line. In the shotgun, Rodgers drops back, looking, steps up. Still looking, fires over the middle. It's tipped up in the air, and it's incomplete, but I did see a flag. So this will be interesting. Rodgers pretty upset. Looks like it's going to be a defensive holding call. They always rear their ugly heads on third down. It's always illegal contact or defensive holding on third down, I swear. So Nixon is the guilty party. We'll see what it actually was. So Nixon covering Austin. Nixon kind of yanking at Austin. I don't know if there's really a lot there. Great stuff there by Williams to knock it away from Metcalf. So, 1st and 10 for the Steelers after the holding call. Again, I didn't really like that call myself. Rodgers hands it off to Warren up the middle at the 40. Breaks a tackle and brought down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 8 for Jaylen Warren. Jaylen Warren again taking over as running back 1. I mean, he plays big. He's a small guy. It's what Collins were saying. The problem with him is that he fumbles a lot. That is his kind. He just fights too much. Sometimes you just got to chill out. Aaron blew that opportunity. Yeah, he missed that one a little bit. 2nd and 2, ball at the 37. Rodgers tosses to Warren. Warren cuts it outside at the 35. Oh, and he's blown up at the 30. A hit stick by who was that again? I think it was Quay Walker. Walker laying the smack down on Warren there, but it's a first down for the Steelers. sort of respect the Steelers because they were the reason why I'm a Washington fan since in 2020 Washington beat the 11-0 Steelers. Now was the day you became a Washington fan because of that. Because, oh man, Alex Smith, you cheater. He cheated that day. 1st and 10 at the 30. Rodgers under center. Yeah, Washington had like 4 timeouts in the second half. Oh, that's cool. Sending Wilson in motion. Rodgers hands it off to Ward, and he is just devoured in the backfield. Enikbare with the tackle. That's a loss of 5 on the play. Warren, as soon as he got the snap, he just had no chance. Chances that game. Oh, yeah, it was horrible. Extra timeout. Yep, exactly. Well, the Steelers scored touchdown tonight or just a bunch of field goals? I don't know. I guess the field goals is kind of what they're feeling tonight. We'll have to hopefully Boswell can make everything as Rodgers play action. It's going to check it down to Gainwell on the screen, and Gainwell can't go anywhere as that's just going to be a gain of 1. So it's looking a little promising here, but now all of a sudden it's 3rd and 14. Rodgers, of course, very animated, very much of an old school guy. He's a yeller. That's how it goes. I like Alex Smith, but that was horrible. Stupid Tomlin playing a midweek game. I don't know if he ever really had a choice. I do think 2020, that is a blown out of proportion. The Steelers are actually a good team, but injuries and then stupid scheduling really killed the Steelers. 3rd and 14 for the Steelers. They got to hurry. They got 2 seconds. 1 second. Rodgers gets the snap off. He's going to check it down. It's caught at the 30. Jonnu Smith at the 25. Brought down at the 24. He needed to get to the 20 for a brand new set of downs, but it's going to be a little bit short. As Rodgers looks incredibly frustrated, but, if Boswell makes this kick, of course, the Steelers will be up. So I guess there's that. But, yeah, no, they definitely cannot. They can't get through. DrDelay, let's go. That's good. How's it going, Gina? Good to see you. Good to see you. This is a 43-yard attempt, but it doesn't matter because there's a flag. False start on the Steelers out of back. It's going to be a 48-yard attempt now for Boswell. Come on, we're on the game fair and square, just like you guys lost to Cleveland fair and square. This guy, there's no... Okay. No, you guys did not win that game. You won it, obviously, but it was just it was a garbage game. Fake going for it. Hurry up offensive play. No, can't do that. It never works. Actually, it worked earlier. Baker tried it on the Saints, and it worked. All right, so a 48-yard attempt from the left hash. Steelers looking to take the lead. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is right down the middle. It is good. Chris Boswell, the Wizard of Boz, working his magic. He has all the points. 9-7 is your score. Steelers leading with 5:52 left to go in this one. Always good to see you. Appreciate that. Appreciate it, Jana. Thank you. Thank you again. I really do appreciate your guys' support. You guys have been awesome. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. Those of you that aren't subscribed or, whatnot, make sure again to hit the subscribe button. This is a growing channel, folks. We are a channel on the rise, so make sure again to do that. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play. Of course, again, a lot of Steelers fans, I imagine, Packers fans, out there. So again, letting you know that, of course, I cover every Steelers game. So if you're a Steelers fan, well, that's an obvious thing you should definitely do. You should definitely subscribe. But even if you're a Packers fan, this is actually the 5th game of the season that I've covered for you guys. And again, I'm not going to promise, I'm going to keep that pace up. No, that's pretty high pace. I think that would slow down a little bit going forward, but you never know. But you guys are 4-0 when I cover games. Yes, I didn't cover the games with the Browns or the Cowboys. So every single time I've been on the mic for the Packers, they've won. So maybe it's me. So maybe, again, they win tonight. I'm just saying. I might be good luck for the Packers. And, of course, again, I do bounce around the NFL as well. So, if you're not a Packers Steelers fan, you're a neutral fan. Again, I bounce around. Earlier today, I did the Dolphins and the Falcons and the Buccaneers and the Saints. So, like I said, it's completely random. I just try to cover games that I think will be good, but might not receive the same amount of coverage as other games. So that is pretty much my strategy going forward. Of course, I try to get every Monday night game and, of course, Thursday night game as well. Packers need a touchdown? Yeah, they do. I'm sure they'll take a field goal, though. I always like you guys when you beat Baltimore in 2021. Yep, to win the division. Yeah, that was stupid. The Chargers-Raiders Sunday night game. That was actually brought up the other day. Oh, that's so stupid. Again, the NFL rigging, I'm just saying. Oh, man, that was so obvious. Tomlin's dumb. He doesn't think to play ahead. I would have had the set. No, I don't. Again, that doesn't work. We never get it to work. 5:52 left in the first half. Oh, did I not say the first half? My bad. I know I could coach the Steelers to a 9-8 record. Yeah, you probably could. So here comes, again, the Packers and the Steelers getting back on the field here as Boswell's ready to kick things off back to Green Bay. Again, 5:52 left to go in the first half. For those of you that weren't wondering, or were wondering, either one. I can't speak. Fielded at the 10, he's at the 20, the 25, and brought down at the 33. I don't like that camera that they use sometimes. When it's like the straightforward camera, you can't really see, honestly. So Love will have an opportunity here to potentially take the lead. Again, statistically tonight, 8 for 12, 104 and a touchdown. Again, he's been pretty efficient in this one. Kraft has been the guy. Again, 2 catches, 49 yards, and a touchdown. Jacobs, 4 carries, 13 yards. Steelers fans tired of Tomlin. Most are. I am. Love drops back. Looking, checks it down. It's caught at the 35, and he's brought down at the 38. That is Fitzpatrick with the catch. Makes it second and manageable for the Packers. Well, it's just the fact that Tomlin hasn't won a playoff game in 8 years. There's been plenty of times where we felt that the Steelers had a great team, but we seem to always come up short when it matters most. So it's just been very frustrating. 2nd and 6, ball at the 38 in the shotgun. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left, sending a man in motion. That is Kraft. Sending another man in motion, hands it off to Jacobs up the middle, and he's going to get a couple as he's brought down at the 41-yard line. Should make it 3rd and about 3 for the Packers. Steelers fans have been tired of Tomlin since 2017. Not most. That's when the conversations really started, yes. Seriously. Of course, there have always been people that have hated Tomlin since the beginning. But for me, it was like 2017, there's a discussion, I think. 2018 was like, okay, all right, let's get this guy out of here. 3rd and 3 at the 40. Of course, here we are in 2025. He's still here. Love drops back. They need to get to the 44. Fires over the middle. It is dropped. I believe he dropped it. Yes, he did. Kraft couldn't make the catch. Wilson and Queen on the coverage. And that will, and Kraft had it right there. Kraft, Yak, and Cheese couldn't make it happen this time, unfortunately. And now the Steelers will have a chance to extend their lead here. As it's 4:13 left to go here in the first half. So, we're just kind of waiting to see what the Packers going to do here. You got to catch it. Oh, yeah, he was wide open. It wasn't wide open, but that's pretty wide open in the NFL. As here is the punt. 10, 20, 30, 40. Fair catch signal made at the 16, so that Steelers going to have their work cut out here. Again, the Steelers have actually had some decent field position, too. That's something we got to also keep in mind if you're a Steelers fan. Yeah, we're leading, and we have scored 3 times, but the Steelers still have less yards than the Packers. They've been gifted some very nice field position. So, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. Again, every Steelers game on the channel is covered for sure. Packers fans, again, I've covered you guys. This is now the 5th time I've covered you guys this season. But, again, I do bounce around the NFL as well. And, of course, I'm on here throughout the week as well. So, again, feel free to stop by if you like. Again, if you're just a sports fan, this is a sports channel. Losing to Jacksonville again in the playoffs after losing them in the season was a deal breaker. Yeah, again, that's when the conversation started in 2017. I don't think that was it, though. I think 2018 was pretty big. Again, they started off 7-2, and they kind of just crashed, landed. They went 9-6-1. Just so many dumb losses. Had that 3-game losing streak. Went from 7-2 to 7-5. 2019, of course, Ben gets hurt. They went 8-8. But, again, they were 8-5. Many people don't remember this. People praised Tomlin for that coaching job. And at first it was. Again, they got 8-5. 8-5 with, Doug Hodges and Mason Rudolph. That is great. But then you're 8-5. You can't win a game down the stretch apparently anymore. It's like, oh, well, we got the 8 wins. And that's where the kind of, we got to 500. Now he doesn't care. It really started with that one. 2019, that was pretty disgusting. 8-5. You can't beat the Jets. You can't beat the Bills. Josh Allen wasn't great yet at that moment in time. And then, of course, you lose to RG3 and the Ravens. That was really a frustrating year. And, of course, again, I understand the Steelers wouldn't have done anything, but it's just the fact that you had a chance to actually make the playoffs that year, and you kind of blew it. 2020, of course, again, all the injuries happened. I can't really blame that one on Tomlin, but, again, you're 11-0. You finished 12-4. Again, it's just frustrating, and then it just not building up the team, not willing to try to fight to keep Mike Munchak, who was a huge offensive line coach. Now he's ever since he's left, the Steelers' offensive line has been at best average. Now it's terrible. I mean, it might be okay now, but it's been pretty bad the last few years. 2021 to about 2020 to about 2023, I would say. Honestly, I think the NFL is going back to the 2010s. I don't know about all that, but yeah, right now it does seem like that. Talking about likes going up against the man, Tom Grassi. Yeah, you're going to make everyone that's here that's a Tom Grassi fan hate me. As he tosses here, he's at the 15, the 20, crossing the 25, and is brought down at the 26-yard line. That is not necessarily true. Like I said, I have a little Packers base here that, I'm very thankful for. They don't hand out trophies at halftime. They do not. They do not. So that's going to be 2nd and 1. That's actually a pretty bad spot if it's really at the 25 here. I like to see it. Okay, well, it's close. So it's 2nd and inches. They need an inch, literally. The ball's right there. Rodgers is under center. Rodgers tosses to Warren. Warren breaking it outside. He's at the 30. He's at the 35. Trucks a guy at the 40 and brought down at the 42. What a run. That's a gain of 17 yards. Jaylen Warren looking really good there. 1st and 10 for the Steelers as we're just over 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Yeah, we're pro Tom Grassi. I am pro Tom Grassi for sure. You guys beat New England. You guys lose New Orleans. Yep. That was rough. 2018. And the Saints game, that was a great game. We just lost. Again, just Tomlin. And then some bad officiating as well. 1st and 10 here at the 42. Rodgers is under center. Gainwell, of course, in the backfield. Rodgers, it's a pass here to Austin. Austin at the 45, extending forward, close to the 50. Nixon was on the coverage and the tackle. So we'll have to see here. They marked him out just short of the 50 at the 49. Our own 49, Pittsburgh 49. Defense is getting tired, yeah. Yeah, no, the Packers haven't really been on the field much. That's kind of a problem. So 2nd and 3. Rodgers may take this down to the 2 minutes. Rodgers hands it off up the middle to Gainwell. Bounces it outside. He's at the 45, the 40, and pushed out of bounds at the 37. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I thought a Steeler may have moved early there. No call. So 2-minute warning here in Pittsburgh. As Pittsburgh's driving, they're at the Green Bay 37. 9-7 is the score here in this one. Holden, good to see you, man. How's it going? The game's been all right. Yeah, it's been a good game. 9-7 is your score. Steelers are driving. Packers started off good on offense, but they've been, I don't know, they just aren't hitting anymore. Right in the area of another field goal. Yep, we are in field goal range. I could see 12-7 for sure. Terry Bradshaw to Ben Roethlisberger, or Roethlisberger to Aaron Rodgers, of course, on the Packers. You can look at either or. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe, folks. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, like college football, MLB, this is the channel for you. And, again, I'm sure that's annoying at this point. But, again, I do promote myself because no one else is going to promote me, I assure you. You go to other channels. Oh, you guys should really check out that DrDelay guy. That guy. Yeah, no, they're not going to do that. So, again, make sure, again, to do that. Again, to definitely subscribe to the channel. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And of course, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. The chat is very important. It is a big part of the channel, so I really do try to read as many comments as possible. Remember Mr. Big Chest? Yeah, Antonio Brown. He would be a top 5 receiver ever. Yeah, I'd actually agree. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Perfect. Mr. Big Chest. That was dumb. That was so dumb. Luckily, he wasn't really a Steeler when that happened. He was kind of on the Raiders already. And he went, well, I mean, he was barely on the Raiders, but yeah, that offseason with the Raiders, that was unfortunate. That was so unfortunate for the Raiders. That is tough. Man. Let's see here. I got really nothing. Again, if you guys, let's check out what happened today. Again, there's a lot of stuff here that happened in the NFL. Of course, the Dolphins over the Falcons, 34-10. The Jets getting their first win over the Bengals. That was a shock. They scored 23 in the fourth quarter. I don't know if you guys knew that, to win 39-38. The Patriots moving to 6-2 over the Browns, 32-13. Of course, the Browns having some head coaching issues, I guess. I don't know. Ultimate Sports Network was here earlier, reported that. Eagles 38, Giants 20. Of course, Cam Scadaboo out for the year now. Bills 40, Panthers 9, Ravens 30, Bears 16. The Ravens I still think are dangerous, but we'll check back in a second. As Rodgers is in the shotgun, Rodgers hands it off to Gainwell up the middle, spinning forward, but can't really find anything. Maybe a yard, nothing more. Did you see where the LSU coach got fired? Yes, I heard about it. I didn't see it, but I heard about it. So I'm going to assume it's correct. Yeah, they're showing that the replay where Jones moved early. I thought so. 2nd and 9, ball at the 36. Rodgers swing pass to Austin, and Austin drops it. Oh, he just couldn't make the catch. Well, that guy jumped super early. How did you miss that? Yeah, no, I saw it. I saw it live. I thought I saw it live. Like, I think he left early, but yeah, no, that was pretty bad. My bench cooking fancy. Yeah, you got cooked then. Cook popped off. 3rd and 9 for Rodgers and the Steelers. In the shotgun, trips left, one receiver to the right, Gainwell. Moving out to the right now, so Rodgers is by himself back there. They need to get to the 27 for a brand new set of downs. Rodgers drops back. Heavy pressure, fires it to the right side. It is incomplete. Austin turned around for the ball. That is the only reason there's a flag. That is so tough. Oh, man, that is so tough. That is literally unlucky. I'm not even going to lie. That was just a lucky break there for the Steelers. Pass interference on the Packers. 25, Nixon, the guilty party yet again. That's a brand new set of downs for the Steelers. Pat's coach might have Vrabel, yep. Halftime prediction, Packers 14, Steelers 12. Pass interference calls on underthrows are so dumb. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was tough. I agree. I really do agree with that. So 1st and 10 here for the Steelers. They're at the 15. In the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Rodgers takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to Warren, and Warren's going to get a few yards here as they're going to whistle him down at about the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 3. It looks like they're going to let this one tick down a little bit. Showing the Steelers offense red zone touchdown percentage last year was 48%. That was good for 29th in the NFL. This year, 72%. And it's good for 4th. Again, Rodgers is such a huge difference. He really is. Again, that's a big thing. Steelers getting a little bit more points than he normally would. 2nd and 7. Rodgers is under center, sending Washington in motion. Rodgers, play action, fires. It is caught by Metcalf. He's at the 10, the 5, and hit hard out of bounds at the 3. Nixon delivering the blow there. And it's now going to be 1st and goal for the Steelers. Good evening. How's it going, Brandon? Good to see you. Cook popped off because he was playing against the Panthers. Yeah, possibly. No way that was catchable. Yeah, I agree. Underthrows. Yeah, it's a tough one. This game here, if they don't score. Oh, come on, Chris. You know that. You know that. You can't say that. You know you can't say that. There's no way. Rodgers is under center. Receiver to the right. Jumbo set here. Rodgers going to throw it inside. It is caught. Touchdown. Pittsburgh Steelers. DK Metcalf, the slant over the middle. And the Steelers now lead 15-7. With 34 seconds to go in the first half. Underthrow PI should be a 5-yard penalty. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think it should be a spot foul. I agree with that. The 50 miles from Green Bay. Go Steelers. There we go. Thank you again, Rob. Appreciate your support. Do you do college basketball? I will. Just not at the moment, but I will. Because college basketball is actually fun. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. The Steelers now lead 16-7 with 34 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Rodgers with the slant over the middle, finding his man DK for his 15th touchdown of the season. Let's see. Apparently the fantasy thing on Yahoo said the Bills defense 5th in yards allowed while Carolina's 26th in yards. What do you mean? I hate the ranking defense system. Oh, I don't know. Who are the Panthers playing next week? Good question. Let's see. Again, I have to cover the Panthers in the regular season, too. That's another team I need to cover. They play the Packers. Ooh, the Panthers and the Packers. Again, I am covering Steelers, Colts, for sure, the Seahawks and the Redskins. And I don't really know, again, at the 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock window. I'm still unsure, but it's either going to be Jaguars and Raiders or Saints and Rams. Unsure. A leaning Jaguars and Raiders, though. But again, I don't know. Week after that, Steelers got Sunday night. Wow, we'll be doing this again. That'll be a long day. Geez, a game in the morning. I don't know. We'll see if I do them all. That's going to be a lot. Wow, I should, though. I really should. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, for hanging out in this one. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I'm so glad Tomlin did not go for 2. Yeah, I don't think he would go for 2. I don't think he might actually. I don't know. Maybe you're right about that. Yeah, I'm glad he didn't as well. Good evening. How are you doing, JJ? I am not JJ. That is the wrong channel there. I am not play-by-play with JJ Scott. I am DrDelay. That is me, folks. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. We're close to 1,700 subs. I don't know. We may have passed it. I doubt it. But, it'd be nice to get there tonight and, of course, beyond as we're closing in on 2,000 subs. So that's really cool. Home or away? The Panthers are away. I thought Holden asked about the Pittsburgh Panthers. No, he's a Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers. They're home versus the Saints. What are you talking about there? Who's home versus the Saints? I have no idea. Oh, the Rams. Yeah. What are we talking about, the Rams, Thomas? All right, we're back here in Pittsburgh again. The Steelers leading 16-7 with 34 seconds left to go. Now, keep in mind, with the way the NFL is now, that's going to bounce in the landing zone and go into the end zone for a touchback. So that is great stuff by Boswell. So that's going to put it at the 20. Good stuff. But again, so the Packers, they all they need can get about 40 yards here, I'm sure. 34 seconds. They have some timeouts left. But yes, I am not JJ. Play-by-play JJ. Great guy for sure. But I am not him. All right, so the Packers have 2 timeouts left. 34 seconds to go. Love is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. 1 receiver to the right. Love sending a man in motion. Love drops back. Looking, checks it down to Jacobs. He's at the 15. He's at the 20 and pushed out of bounds at the 28-yard line. That stops the clock with 27 seconds left to go. Again, that's key. The clock is going to be a big thing here in the closing moments of the second quarter. Panthers have been playing better since last season. Yeah, they have. Yeah, they're much better this year. So 2nd and 2 for the Packers. Ball at the 28. Love in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. 2 receivers on each side. Love is changing it up at the line. Love takes the snap, looking over the middle, steps up, fires. It is caught at the 48. The Steelers sideline saying incomplete. And there's 16 seconds. I believe the Packers going to call timeout. So Packers, yes, going to have to use their second timeout. There's 1 remaining, 16 seconds left to go. They're at about midfield. Steelers and stupid prevent defense. That's what they do. That's what everyone does at this point in time. Again, the Steelers will be getting the ball to start the second half. That is also a key piece of information here. So, 1st and 10 here for the Packers. Ball at the 47. Love in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Tight end in tight, sending Golden in motion. Love drops back. Looking, steps up, fires. It's caught by Jacobs. Jacobs trying to get to the sideline. He cannot. As the clock will stop due to the flag. And again, that's only a gain of a yard or 2. But again, a flag. Referee almost getting... So let's see. Personal foul. Face mask defense. Wow. TJ Watt with the face mask. Oh, that's a killer, and that's going to be pushing. Oh, my goodness, TJ. What the heck are you doing? Well, that is a killer as it puts Green Bay in field goal territory. As they're now at the Pittsburgh 36. Green Bay is still at the timeout. You got the Steelers to win, yeah. I hope so. So 1st and 10. Ball at the 36. Love in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Love takes the snap. Looking. Fires over the middle. It's caught at the 30. And tripped up at the 27. Can't get the first down. Looks like the Packers going to have to use their last timeout with 2 seconds remaining. So it looks like they'll have to settle for about a 45-yard field goal. And Brandon McManus should make that one. Again, he's been in the NFL for a while. Scott, yeah, no, I know you're Scott. I'm just saying I'm not JJ. That's all I said earlier. I am Delay, Dr. Delay. What do you think about the kickoff? They are going to start spotting the ball at the 35. Yeah, it's dumb if they start doing it. I like the kickoff. I don't like this kickoff, but I do think the kickoff should never go away. This is a 44-yard attempt from the right hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is no good. Wide left. Oh, the Tomlin voodoo magic is still alive and well. That has impacted McManus tonight, as he's now 0 for 2. Mike Tomlin, voodoo magic strikes again. It is impacting McManus really hard tonight for some reason. We'll take it, though. So the Steelers lead at the half 16-7. And, of course, again, the Steelers will receive to start the second half. Good evening, Dr. Joy. I'm Dr. Joy. Hey, I'll take it. I don't think I'm Joy, though. I am not joyful. I wish, though. It'd be nice. I'm doing okay, Brandon. How are you doing? Told you, 30 seconds, able to go 60 yards. Yep. Doing not quite, just wide left. Nope, indeed. Yep. Again, folks, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I, of course, will stay here for halftime. 12 minutes left to go. Feel free to grab something to eat. Go grab something to snack on, drink, whatever you want to do. Feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. But yeah, make sure, again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, folks. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the style that I have here, which is more of a traditional style broadcast, definitely do that. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Again, every Steelers game is covered. But, again, I bounce around the NFL. But for some reason, the Packers have been featured on the channel a lot. So, again, if you're also a Packers fan, keep that in mind. You can check out my live section. I'm not just selling you fake news. I'm just being honest. They're 4-0 when I call a game. 2 missed field goals means a pick 6 or a fumble 6 for the Packers in the second half. Oh, we'll keep an eye on that for Trisk. I buy that. I can buy that. Who's your favorite player on the Steelers right now? All time would be Ben. If it's now, I don't know. I mean, I like all the Steelers. I mean, I like the Steelers players. Of course, I like TJ, and all that. But honestly, Aaron Rodgers is probably my favorite player now. Not going to lie. These guys haven't won a ring, so like the attachment for them is not as much as it would have been if they would have won something with Ben. Texans got to win today. Broncos got to win. Yep. Just gave you a like. Thank you. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. But yeah, no, I definitely do appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, we got a good one here, 16-7. But no, the Packers, I don't know. Again, a few field goals could be 16-13 here, so it really could go. I think it can go either way, personally. So, and of course, again, feel free to chat down below. Again, it's halftime. I kind of rely on you guys for that, but again, it's no biggie if you don't want to. I'll probably go over some scores. Actually, let's go over stats. Yeah, let's see how everyone's doing statistically in this one. All right, so Jordan Love, 13 for 18, 146, and a touchdown, passer rating of 114. So, again, statistically doing very well. Hey, do you remember Tank Dell injury in his career? I remember Tank Dell. Yeah, I remember Tank Dell. I just don't remember what happened. What happened there? Malik Neighbors. Yeah, Malik Neighbors, definitely sad. Hopefully he'll be good because I like Malik. Right, Rhino, good to see you, man. Showing some love. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, we got a good game here, 16-7 with the Steelers and Packers. Rodgers, again, 11 for 15, 102. Hopefully your stream's going well over there. Again, Rising Rhino also does football, folks. He also does football. So check him out. But yeah, no, again, it's been a good one over here. Rodgers, 11 for 15, 102 and a touchdown. Let's see here. Packers, Josh Jacobs, 5 for 16. Emmanuel Wilson, 1 for 2. Savion Williams, 1 for 1. Jalen Warren, 10 for 50. Gainwell, 5 for 31 on the ground. Now for receiving, Tucker Kraft, 2 for 49 in the touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, 2 for 30. Watson, 2 for 24. Heath, 2 for 22. Jacobs, 2 for 10. Wilson, 1 for 8. Fitzpatrick, 1 for 4. And Golden, 1 for -1 yard. Hasn't really been involved too much there. Receiving for Pittsburgh, Roman Wilson, 1 for 45. Metcalf, 3 for 17 in the touchdown. Skowronek, 1 for 13. Smith, 1 for 10. Austin, 1 for 7. Freiermuth, 1 for 5. Anderson, 1 for 4. Gainwell, 1 for 1. And then Warren also has a catch for nothing doing. Nothing doing there. Team stats. Let's actually go over here for that. Steelers again with 178 yards. The Packers with 165. No turnovers for each team. It's been a pretty clean game. Of course, again, Rodgers almost threw a pick earlier. That would have been a disaster. Steelers with 4 penalties, Packers with 3. Both teams struggling on third down. The Packers 0 for 4, and the Steelers are 1 for 5. 1 for 5. So yeah, not really. Again, I think the score should be a little closer. Again, if McManus makes those kicks at 16-13. So I think the Steelers are very fortunate that it is a 2-score game. Hi, Doctor. How's it going, Doug? Good to see you. And again, thank you very much, Scott. I really do appreciate that. He tore his ACL and I think dislocated knee. And for Malik, it's a tore ACL. Yeah. Now I feel so bad for Malik, because Malik is so good. Malik reminds me of Antonio Brown. He really does. The way he moves, you can tell he's gifted at the game. He's smart, and that's another thing. He's just highly intelligent, knowing the situation. Malik Neighbors is really good, so I hope he's great. I hope he comes back and is better than ever. What's up, Rhino? Yeah, no, Rhino's stopping in. What a legend. Pittsburgh needs to use the tight ends a bit more. Maybe. I don't know. We just don't really have the receivers. So, yeah, I guess by default you are correct there, Doug. By default, you would be correct. Oh, man. Let's see here. Again, I do have a poll in the chat. Feel free to let me know what you think or who you think is going to win this one. Again, the Steelers at 59%. 59% of you guys have the Steelers winning this game. 41% have the Packers winning this game. So, yeah, again, I would say, again, obviously it's 19% there, but, it's still pretty, it's still pretty close, I would say. I would say it's pretty close. Just checking out some things here. Like number 37. Nice. Appreciate you, man. Thank you again. Actually, go ahead. Go ahead and click here, and now I'm playing ads. Let's go ahead. Let's mute here. Leave a like. Like number 53. There we go. There's Rising Rhino, the legend himself. Feel free to go over there and leave a like if you'd like. Okay, that's actually not what I wanted to click. My bad. I'm not trying to click on my own channel. That would not be good. When his knee gets better, I hope he comes back. He is so... Oh, yeah, he's so good. He's so good. Chomskers. And I don't know why in the world, why in the world it has the usernames and ats like that. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous to me. Again, in case you just missed what happened today, we'll go back over it all. It's no problem, of course. The Dolphins, again, over the Falcons, 34-10. The Falcons without Penix were a disaster. Bijan Robinson couldn't really get anything going. Good night. Yeah, have a good night, Scott. Appreciate you again for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. The Jets and the Bengals. Jets winning their first game of the year. They scored 23 points in the fourth quarter to make it 39-38. Very exciting game in that one. The Patriots winning 32-13. The Browns just couldn't get anything going in that one. That was just pretty disastrous. The Eagles 38, Giants 20. Of course, again, Cam Scottaboo, he is out for the rest of the year. That's always a devastating loss there. The Bills 40, Panthers 9. The Ravens 30, Bears 16. Texans 26, Niners 15. The Buccaneers 23, Saints 3. We saw we covered that one. Tyler Shuck got some action. Broncos 44, Cowboys 24, and the Colts 38, Titans 14. That is what happened today in the NFL. Those Malik and the Cam. Yeah, no, it's just devastating, man. It's devastating. The Giants just weren't meant to do well this year. Showing Aaron Glenn getting his first win of the season again. It's they needed it because there was a lot of questions. This guy again hadn't won a game, and it was rough. It was rough. Showing Brett Michaels. I guess he's a. Actually, I have no idea who that is. looked like a country guy, had a cowboy hat. I know that's pretty terrible. Just, like, I guess that's my guess. I don't know. No idea who that is. Let's see here. I don't know. Are there any surprises? I don't know if there's anyone, again, if you guys want to chat away, that's fine. Are there any surprises so far this season? Again, the Patriots 6-2. Now, I had them going 7-10 this year, but I thought they'd be good next year. I thought they were about a year away, but they have definitely surprised many this year. So that's looking like a very quality win, for the Steelers, again, beating the 6-2 Patriots. Let's see here again. The Jaguars 4-3. I thought they'd be better. I thought they'd be about right there. I didn't think the Colts would be that good. Colts are 7-1, but again, they haven't really played anybody, so we'll see how that happens next week. Yeah, next week, Steelers Colts. That's going to be pretty big there. And then the AFC West, the Broncos 6-2. That's kind of a shock. They've won 5 in a row. That's actually wild. Eagles 6-2, the Cowboys 3-4, the Commies 3-4. I knew they would take a step back, but I didn't think it'd be 3-4. Giants 2-6. I still think they're a few years away. Packers, I had them doing very well this year. Actually had them in the NFC. Well, I had them representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. So, I'm kind of pulling for them a little bit. A little bit of me is doing that. Who do you think can beat the Broncos? I don't know. I'm sure they can. I'm sure they'll lose eventually. Who do they got next week? Broncos. Are they off? No, they're not. Denver at Houston. I don't know. They probably win that game. Week 10, Denver. Now they probably win that game. I mean, it's a divisional game. You never know. Maybe the Raiders can win there. Denver. Kansas City at Denver. I think Kansas City could. I am shocked, though, yeah. I mean, I'm very shocked, though, that the Broncos are looking that good. What time are you streaming tomorrow? That's actually a good question. What time? It's Monday Night Football. I just don't remember what time I set it for. 7:05 Central Time. I might be on a little bit later. We'll see. Brett Michaels, lead singer of Poison. He's a PA guy. Okay. I don't know what genre of music. Poison, I don't know what Poison is. Yeah, when it comes to pulp culture, I am lost. I'm a lost puppy. I have no idea. Apparently, it says the Steelers have a 77% chance to win this game. I'm sure that is. We'll see. It's the Steelers, after all. They always have to make it a one-score game regardless. So it looks like we're working our way back here to Pittsburgh, where again the Steelers lead 16-7. The Steelers, of course, will get the second half kickoff. Hopefully they're able to continue where they left off because, again, they've been looking pretty good. They've been taking advantage. I mean, again, they've scored 4 times. I mean, of course, you'd like to see a little bit more touchdowns. But, obviously you double 16, you get 32. That's a pretty good score to have. I will be able to watch it tomorrow. Nice. Good to see you. It'll be good to see you, Holden. Again, the Steelers leading 16-7 over the Packers. The quarterback comparison again, Love 13 for 18, 146 and a touchdown. Rodgers 11 for 15, 102 and a touchdown. He's also been sacked once. And then showing the 2 stars here, 94% snap rate for Parsons, 96% for Watt. Watt with 2 pressures. 7 double teams against him, 1 pressure for Parsons, and 2 double teams. McManus 0 for 2, Boswell 3 for 3. Again, a difference at kickers can be a huge thing. He's an 80s hairband. Okay. Do you think the Panthers have a chance to make? They have a chance. I don't know if they will, but they have a chance because they're at 4-4. I mean, anything's possible. All right, we're kicking it off here. The Steelers recover at the 5, then the 15, the 20, 25, and that is it for him as he's brought down at the 27-yard line. Here comes Rodgers and the Steelers. Check it out here. I guess Matt LaFleur interviewing him. Tied for the most points allowed in the first half since week 4. They allowed 16 to Dallas at half there, allowing 16 to Pittsburgh here tonight. I mean, if the Steelers get about 40 points, that'd be great. 40 points would be great. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Steelers at the 27. Rodgers is under center, sending a man in motion. Sending him again in motion as Rodgers. Play action. Moving to his right. And it's going to fire it out of bounds. Incomplete. Nothing doing there for Rodgers and the Steelers. Rodgers and Parsons sharing a little laugh there. Good night, Dr. Lay. Yeah, have a good night, Holden. Appreciate you again for tuning in. All right, 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. Ball at the 27. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Rodgers drops back looking, fires. It's caught by Freiermuth, and he's hit hard at the 29, and he's a little slow to get up. He's actually still down. And Freiermuth just took a big hit. So just a gain of 2 for Freiermuth. And he was crunched both low and high. Well, really just low. Just that one shot at the knee. What's up, Raider? How's it going? Good to see you, man. You're the man, not me. I'm just a man. So Freiermuth is still down. Yeah, it looks like it's a pretty serious. So again, the Steelers do have 4 tight ends, so we'll see probably a little bit more Connor Hayward. So 3rd and 8 coming up for the Steelers as they'll have to continue this for the moment without Pat Freiermuth. 2 catches, 7 yards for him tonight. Rodgers is in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Sending a man in motion. Now Rodgers is by himself. They need to get to the 37 for a brand new set of downs. Rodgers takes the snap. A lot of movement, no flag. Rodgers throws. It is knocked away at the last second by Nixon. Incomplete. Rodgers looking at the officials. Again, there's a lot of movement. Rodgers is pretty upset. Like I said, there's a lot of movement. That is interesting. Oh my goodness, that is so obviously an offsides, but they just flat out missed it. So maybe it's a makeup call from what happened earlier. And now the officials are getting together. Now this would be interesting if they were to throw a late flag here. Unbelievable. Now they're telling the Steelers to get away. Terry McCauley saying it would be really unusual. I'm sure Packers fans will probably lose their minds, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. 4th down, yeah. Okay, so again, obviously they missed it. Obviously, though, you don't want to see them throw a late flag there. That would be kind of Bush League if they did. But yeah, they completely missed the call, though. That was definitely offsides. Rodgers letting him know about it, by the way. Letting the officials know that they completely missed that call. Wendy, how's it going? Hi, Doc. We missed you during the first 2 games of Jays Dodgers. Yeah, I just don't think I'll be able to cover. If I am able to cover it, maybe Tuesday. I just don't know yet for sure as he fields it at the 20. And that's all he's going to get. As Dobbs can't get nothing else. The Steelers pretty happy about that. There's a flag. The refs are botching badly today all day. 100% they are. Maybe Tuesday. That is definitely a possibility. I don't know what I'm calling Tuesday, so it could be Dodgers, Blue Jays. Yeah, it looks like it's a good series. That is on Bullard, so it's a holding call there. He's just grabbing Skoranek to the ground. So 3 and out for the Steelers, and they do pin the Packers at the 10 at least, but again, that's a little bummer considering, again, they missed a flag there. So, 1st and 10 for the Packers at the 10. Everybody listen to the football? Thank you. Appreciate it. Again, I don't know if you're a football fan or not, but again, I love football. But I'll see what I can do Tuesday. Again, it's very possible I can do the World Series. That might be the only time I can, but it is a shot that I could be able to do it. 1st and 10 here at the 10. Love hands it off to Jacobs, and Jacobs unable to get much as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Jalen Ramsey. Again, it's just been a long night for Jacobs. I really expected him to have a good night. Again, the Steelers' run defense hasn't really been that impressive, but tonight they've kept Jacobs in check. 6 carries, 16 yards for the former Raider, Josh Jacobs. 2nd and 10, ball at the 10. Love is under center. Love, play action, moving to his left. Fires, it is caught at the 15, immediately brought down. That is Luke Musgrave on the catch. I believe that's his first catch of the night. It is. And that is a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 5 coming up for the Packers. Steelers defense has been pretty good all night. We'll see if they can rise to the occasion here. The Packers have yet to convert a 3rd down. I'm sure they will eventually. Love in the shotgun, trips to the right, one to the left. Love drops back, looking over the middle. Heavy pressure, floats it up in the air, and it is caught at the 35, the 40. Stiff arm at the 50. He's at the 40. Still on his feet at the 30. And now brought down at the 24. Love just throwing it up there on a prayer. And Kraft is able to make a heck of a play. Oh my goodness, it looked like, hey, this could be a pick, but no sir, Kraft able to pick it out of the air and take it 59 yards. Man, that is a killer for the Steelers. There was an injured Steeler down on the field here. I'm not too sure. 90-yard drive incoming happens every time. Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, Elliott. Oh, Elliott. Oh, no. Poor Elliott. I think he got his foot just caught up in between everything there. Hopefully he'll be okay. He is a difference maker. So an injury timeout here, 16-7. To Sean Elliott. Looks like he is... I don't know if he'll return after this one. That was tough. That was a tough one. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Of course, again, I do Steelers games. Packers games, of course, have been a frequent game on the channel. I'm not saying that's going to happen every week, of course, because that is not necessarily the case. But they are 4-0 when I call games, so just letting you know. Come on, you can't let that up. No, the Steelers do it all the time. Offensive PI, yeah, there's a little push there, but that I don't know. I feel like that's been happening all night, so I'm willing to let that one slide. And plus, the throw is kind of wonky as it is, so I won't be too upset about that one. But yeah, I mean, you're right, but I think it's been happening quite a bit anyway. But yeah, that's a bummer. The Packers, again, will have it at the 26 of Pittsburgh. Love now at 210 yards. Kraft at 108. Kraft, again, he's a guy. He's a guy that just does well. Yak and cheese. Tucker, Kraft, yak and cheese. He gets the yak. Doc, you doing tomorrow night's game? Yes, I will be doing the Monday Night Football game. And again, for Tuesday, it may be a baseball game, and that might be the final baseball game I do this season. It really just depends on how, because I know I can't do anything Friday, and then Saturday is a maybe. I just don't know. It just depends. If it does go to a Game 7, that's a maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Monday for sure will be football. Tuesday is trending in the direction of maybe baseball. Again, I don't know for certain. I just don't know for certain. But yes, I already have the thumbnail up there. Redskins, Chiefs, of course, in the, I put Commanders because then everyone's going to be searching Commanders and Chiefs, but the thumbnail does say differently. All right, Deshaun Elliott not putting any weight on it. That's not a good sign. Again, I think he got just tangled up there. Oh, yeah, that was just brutal. So 1st and 10 at the 26. Love is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. Tight ends in tight to the right. Sending Kraft in motion. Love hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs has some space. He's at the 20, and that's where he's going to be brought down after a gain of 6. Averaging just over 3 yards a carry. So 2nd and 4 coming up for the Packers. Again, they're just looking to make it a 1-score game. Either way, as a field goal or a touchdown, it would be the result there, a 1-score game. Second and 4, ball at the 20. Love under center. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Sending a man in motion, that is Watson. Love hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs cuts it inside, but finds the Steelers defense. He finds T.J. Watt and company after a gain of 2. That'll make it 3rd and 2 coming up for the Packers. So we approach the 11-minute mark in this one. Again, Steelers leading 17-7, or 16-7, pardon me, 16-7, 11 in the 3rd quarter. Again, I'm kind of missing stuff here. My bad here. 3rd and 2. Ball at the 18. They need to get to the 16. Love hands it off the middle to Jacobs, and Jacobs not getting there as he's brought down at the 17-yard line. I imagine they're going to go for it because, it's only 4th and 1 at the 17. That's just the new NFL. You go for it when it's 4th and 1 this close. They are going for it on 4th and 1. They need to get to the 16 for a brand new set of downs. Love in the shotgun. Love takes the snap. Play action, fires. It is caught by Kraft, who's wide open at the 15 and pushed out at the 10. No one on him at all. No one was there. What in the world? The Steelers like to see what the heck happened here. Just wide open in the flats. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Packers at the 10. It's 4th down, yeah. Kraft doing a kip up. Love in the shotgun. Love drops back. Love under pressure, dumps it off to Kraft, and Kraft is going to get a couple there as he's tackled by Cameron Hayward. So a gain of 2. Watt just almost there, not quite. So 2nd and goal, ball at the 8. Kraft macaroni, he's just too good. Kraft is too good. 2nd and goal at the 8. Love in the shotgun, sending Williams in motion. Love swings it out to Williams. He's got some blockers. He's at the 5, and he is in. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers, and it's a 1-score game yet again. All thanks, of course, to that broken play. Tucker Kraft on that 59-yard catch. And, of course, again, you can look back again. Rodgers on that 3rd and 8 had a guy jump off sides. Nothing was called. Rodgers chunks it down the field because he thought there'd be a call, but nothing doing. So kind of, what if, whatever. I know, I get it. But, yeah, no, the Packers on to attempt the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, and it is good. 16-14, the Steelers lead over the Packers. 8:48 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Who the heck is that? It is Savion Williams. He's been like a kick returner now for the Packers for a few weeks, I think, or maybe the whole season. I don't remember. But he's not too bad. He's not too bad by any means. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, you love the Steelers, whatever the case may be, if you're a football fan, you're subscribing to this channel. Of course, again, I do every Steelers game. So if you are a Steelers fan, make sure, again, to subscribe to the channel. Again, I also did Pirates baseball. So, again, you don't question the Pittsburgh loyalty here, folks. Don't do it. Were you there for Pirates baseball? No, you weren't. I was. But I also do, a bunch of other things as far as the NFL is concerned. I do bounce around the NFL. Earlier today, again, I did Buccaneers, Saints, and Dolphins and the Falcons. And, again, I've been doing this since week 1. And as far as doing play-by-play for the channel since March. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're a sports fan, you're subbing to the channel. I don't know what else to tell you. You're having some strawberries. Nice. I haven't had a strawberry in a few months, since like the summer. I like strawberries. Strawberries are good. Definitely a favorite fruit of mine. Not the favorite. I think my favorite would be, I like kiwis. I just don't like having to peel it. Other than that, though, that's some good fruit right there. Kiwis are great. So, but yeah, that is pretty much it. And again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. So, again, the chat is very important on this channel. So, again, if you just want to chat away, talk about the game, talk about the Steelers, Packers, the NFL, what's bothering you, feel free to chat away. I try to respond to as many people as I can. Go Steelers, says Ginger. Ginger very happy with the Steelers. Only up by 2, though. I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to see them answer right back with 7 of their own, but we'll see. Hey, Delay, who is Saria to you? That's a very interesting question. Saria is pretty important. I'll say that. Pretty important. Very important. Very important to the channel and to me as a person. As that is fielded. Oh, and the Steelers fumble it at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20, and brought down at the 23-yard line. And that's where the Steelers will take over. I don't like fresh fruit, so I bake. I don't like fresh fruit, so I bake pies and said, okay, you like pies? Pies are good. I like fresh fruit, though. Hey, that's good stuff. Nice to finally meet you. Well, it's nice to meet you as well. Don't know who you are, but it's good to meet you. As he hands it off up the middle to Warren, and he crosses the 25, brought down at the 26-yard line. Warren with a gain of about 3. He's been pretty good tonight. That's a nice surprise there. I don't want to say that as like he hasn't performed. He obviously has, but there are some days where this year, again, the Steelers' offensive line has not been good. But so far, the O-line has done a very good job in the last, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks. That's good to see. 2nd and 6. Ball at the 27. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers drops back, looking, fires on the middle. It's caught by DK at the 35. He's at the 40. Breaks the tackle at the 45. Crossing midfield, brought down at the 49. Nice catch and run by DK Metcalf. And the Steelers are in Green Bay territory. Notre Dame going to destroy the Pitt Panthers in a few weeks? Probably. Bill, you are correct. We stink. The Steelers, the Panthers, to be honest, they should be undefeated, but yeah, they are bad. I mean, losing to West Virginia the way they did, and then Louisville after they were up 17-0. Yeah, it's atrocious. 1st and 10, ball at the 49. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers, play action, looking, swings it out to Warren. He's at the 50, cuts inside, breaking tackle at the 45 and the 40, and brought down at the 38. And Jaylen Warren with a brand new set of downs for the Steelers. I'm the guy that drew, the art for their for a profile. Okay, I gotcha. I think she mentioned that. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Well, it's cool. Yeah, thank you for stopping on in, man. Appreciate it. I talked to Fitzy about this, but I have to use my pointer finger to type since I have a tumor on my thumb. It's not cancerous. I do have. Jeez, that's horrible. That's horrible, man. That's kind of random, but yeah, no, it's horrible. I mean, I guess I did say you can talk about whatever you like. Hopefully that goes away as Rodgers looking. Heavy pressure, and down he goes. The ball may have come out. Oh, no, this may be a Packer ball. Packers pointing, it's Packers ball. Rodgers fumbles. Looks like it was a screen, and they just couldn't get it developing. Oh. To be honest with you, I think Rodgers may have thrown it. I know it's going to be such a ticky-tack thing. I think he may have done that. Oh, man. I hope they challenge it. I hope they challenge it. That's all I'm saying. Apparently other flags have been thrown. A lot of stuff happening here with the Packers and Steelers. And Tomlin doesn't like it. Tomlin's upset. Tomlin usually doesn't get upset much, to be honest with you. Kylie's saying, come on, Steelers. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, come on. What are we doing? But I'm thinking, extra expedited review. It is an incomplete pass. Oh, that's a huge one. So the fumble is nullified, and the Steelers will maintain possession. Man, there's a lot again. Apparently a lot of extracurricular activity. I guess they're going to pick up the flag or something. They said there was a flag, but I guess there's not. Dang it, Mr. Rodgers. No, it's okay. He held on. So Rodgers and the Steelers going to get another opportunity here. Rodgers not happy with something. He's yelling at somebody. But, I mean, Rodgers is always yelling at somebody, to be honest with you. So 2nd and 10, I guess it's all undone here. 2nd and 10 at the Green Bay 38. Rodgers is in the shotgun ball. Well, yeah, I already said at the 38. Rodgers swings it out. It's caught by, oh, no, Austin. Oh, he does make the catch, but, geez, he was just playing volleyball there for some reason, unable to really haul it in at the first attempt. But he does catch it. Nothing doing, though. It's a gain of nothing. And this is a little scary there. So 3rd and 10 now is they need to get to the 28 for a brand new set of downs. I don't know if they'll, again, if they don't get it here, depending on, how they're looking. But, I guess they're in field goal range. 3rd and 10. They need to get to the 28. Rodgers in the shotgun, trips to the right. One receiver to the left. And Rodgers going to take a timeout. Rodgers taking a timeout. Let's go Steelers. Yeah, hold on to the ball for sure. Exactly. Yeah. Road joking. Yeah. I know. That was close. So timeout, Pittsburgh 16-14 is your score. 5:43 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Showing off, I guess, some Sunday Night Football. Some Sunday Night Football sounds, some Aaron Rodgers doing Green 19 many years ago with the Packers, and now he still does it tonight. Green 19. I'm used to Blue 80, though. Blue 80. I'll never hear that again. That's kind of sad. Oh, that's so sad. I miss my beloved Ben. 3rd and 10 at the 38. They need to get to the 28 for a brand new set of downs. Rodgers in the shotgun. Make it 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Rodgers drops back, looking to his left, fires. It is incomplete. Intended for DK. Rodgers is in disbelief and shaking his head, rolling his eyes. Every single typical Rodgers thing you would think about when you think of Rodgers. There you go. It happened right there as it's 4th down. DK not getting... I'm assuming he's going to be mad because DK didn't quite get his head around. So this is a 56-yard attempt from the left hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. Just snuck it in there. So it looks like this side of the stadium a little bit harder to kick on or kick into today, as the Steelers extend their lead 19-14 with 5:34 left to go. In this one, yes, just barely by a yard or two. Oh, man. Danny Smith, very happy. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, you love the Steelers, whatever your reason is you're here tonight, make sure, again, to subscribe before you go today, because this is a growing channel, folks. I'm not kidding. Again, over 1,300 subs since August 1st. We are a channel on the rise. So, yeah, make sure, again, to sub if you're a sports fan. If you're not a sports fan, then I guess you're not subbing to the channel. That's all I'm going to say about that. Score more touchdowns, Pittsburgh. I completely agree, Kylie. It might come back to haunt us. The Steelers have scored 5 times tonight, 4 of them field goals, 1 touchdown. So that is, again, a thing that may come back. So Kylie is correct. Green 19. Green 19's a nut. Blue 80. Blue 80, yep. Man, I miss him. I miss Ben so much. Blue 80. Yeah, now it's Green 19, which Green 19 is pretty iconic as well. Can't deny that. Rodgers. Oh, man, he's good. Again, I'm very happy he's on the team. Obviously, like when I think about my childhood, I was born in 96, so, just think about all the quarterbacks. Rodgers really the last one. Flacco, he was drafted in 08. So, yeah, you can argue that's still a part of my childhood because the Steelers won that year. But, Flacco, I guess I can say that. But, yeah, it's really Rodgers and Flacco. And for some reason, I don't associate Stafford with my childhood. I guess he was drafted in 09. I would have been 13. But, yeah, Stafford was just the next gen. That's how I see it. I don't know. I could be wrong there. Gina, pretty happy about the Steelers? Yes. Oh, yes. Definitely, again, if you remember, you get those Steelers and Packers emojis. Yeah, that is all the emojis I have here, but let's see here. Steelers, Packers, Pirates, Pitt, and then, of course, that logo, which is me. You don't have to like sports to tune into DrDelay. I guess that's true. That's true. But if you consider yourself a football fan and you don't subscribe to DrDelay, then what are you doing? I guess you're not a sports fan. That's kind of why I say. I appreciate it, though, Wendy. I try. As he's fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20. He's still at the 20. And he's brought down at the 22. Savion Williams trying to make something happen but couldn't. I need a Z-bar. I don't know what a Z-bar is. Good stuff. Oh, yeah, we try. So, again, the Steelers, for the most part, again, it's been hit and miss. Obviously, see Love's stats here, 18 for 23, 227 yards. I mean, he's had a nice game statistically. As far as the game actually on the field, it's hit and miss, but, can't really ask for more production at this point in the third quarter. So Love is under center, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Love, play action. Moving to his left, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 25. Breaks another guy, miss at the 30, and is brought down at the 36-yard line. That is Emmanuel Wilson with the catch and run, and a brand new set of downs for the Packers. Didn't hit my parlays, but at least my hockey team won tonight. There we go. There we go. There's always something. There's always something good, you know. At the end, you gotta look for it. Doctor, you said you were born in 96. You're a year older than my son. There we go. Hey, that's a good generation there. 96, 97. Pretty much all the way up until 99. You know, if you're 2000, I don't know what to tell you. You know, I don't think you exist, really. 1st and 10 at the 36. Love in the shotgun. Love hands it off up the middle. This is Wilson. Wilson running hard as he's brought down at the 40, breaking another tackle. That's a gain of 4. Wilson, back-to-back touches, looking pretty good. And looks like Deshaun Elliott he was carted to the locker room. That's a huge loss. And just when we got him back to, he'd been back for a few weeks. Elliott is definitely a difference maker on that Steelers team, and now he's out. And I just hate that for him. He is really an underrated player for the Steelers. 2nd and 6, Love in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Hopefully we get someone to step up because that is a huge loss. It really is. Sending a man in motion. Love drops back, looking to his right, fires. It's caught. And he's knocked out of bounds. I believe he did cross the first down marker. He did. That was Malik Heath with the catch. Averaging just over 9 yards a catch. Thought it was going to be a close game. Yeah. You're 38. I'm not 38. I'm 28. I think you may have miscarried the 1 or something. I think you may have carried the 1 incorrectly. I'm 28, yeah. 1st and 10 at the 47. Love is under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Love hands it off up the middle. He crosses the 50 and brought down at the 47. Again, just another nice run with Wilson. Wilson seemingly being the guy here on this drive. It's cold outside, yep. It is that time of year. Guess for sure I'm blessed. He's a great... Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're the last of the elite, I would say. The last generation, you know. I have a younger brother who was born in 2002, but yeah, he's a mess. He's a mess. I'm telling you, that 99 was the cutoff. We'll be the leaders of that generation, I guess. That's fine. 2nd and 4, Love drops back, fires. It's caught, and I believe he does get the first down as he crosses the 43-yard line. That's where he needed to get. That was Matthew Golden with the 4-yard catch to get him to 3 total yards on the day. Love has completed 10 in a row. Yeah, they are just nickeling and diming the Steelers right now, and it's working. You can see, again, he's 21 for 26, 252. Doesn't really feel like it that he has 252 yards, but again, that's what those little completions, they add up, and they're moving the ball effectively. As we're ticking under 2 minutes here in the third quarter, 1st and 10 at the 43, sending a man in motion. Love drops back, looking to his right, now over to his left, dumps it off. This is Jacobs. Jacobs trying to get free and cannot, as Jalen Ramsey makes the tackle after a gain of 2. Let's go, Pittsburgh. Yep. Freezing out. Yeah, it's getting a little colder here, too, in Texas, which, I mean, this is perfect weather for me. Oregon, Ohio State both end up with 1 loss for the points for and against. It would be Indiana and Oregon. Oh, yeah, that's what we like to see, Ultimate. That's what we like to see, Indiana and Oregon, not the Ohio State University. 2nd and 8 for Green Bay. They're at the 41, sending Watson in motion. Love hands it off up the middle to Jacobs, and Jacobs can't get anything going. Oh, he landed awkwardly on the offensive tackle. Hopefully he's okay. And looks like he is. And it seems like, again, for some reason, Wilson had been very effective, but they put Jacobs back in, and the Steelers are all over him. 3rd down, 3rd and 7. They need to get to the 33 for a brand new set of downs. They're at the 40. Need probably about 5 more yards for field goal range. I'm sure they're thinking more than 3 here. Love changing it up at the line. Love drops back, sending the pressure, but it doesn't really get there. Love throws down the middle. It is caught at the 6-yard line. That is Christian Watson. There is a flag. Oh, my goodness. Again, a Steeler made a bad read on it, trying to go for the pick. Just absolutely pathetic. That sounds about right. Holding. Defense. Wouldn't have even mattered. Defensive holding. Penalty decline. Actually going to mark him down at the 7. So the Packers, 1st and goal at the Steelers 7 coming up. Chris Collinsworth really loving Jordan Love right now. Oh, that was a phenomenal play by Jordan Love. He kind of reminds me of Patrick Mahomes. Pretty much what he's saying. He didn't actually say that, but you get the gist. So 1st and goal here at the 7. Love under center. They do have to snap it here. The play clock just a little bit faster. Love hands it off to Jacobs, shimmying and shammying up the middle, and he is brought down after a gain of 3. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. The Steelers leading 19-14 over the Packers, but the Packers are knocking on the door for some more scoring. So hopefully we get a good 4th quarter coming up, and hopefully it ends with the home team winning. It would be nice. It would be nice. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, if you like football, baseball, whatever it is, this is the channel for you. So definitely subscribe. It is completely free to do so. Again, I cover every Steelers game. Packers have been featured on the channel plenty of times. I'm just saying. I know I've said it a lot, but it is true. And I covered Packers, Cardinals, Packers, Bengals. Then I took a few weeks off there in the middle, and you guys weren't winning. Packers, Redskins. What was the other one? Oh, yeah, Packers, Lions. Yeah, Packers, Lions. So I'm just saying, every time I cover them, they win. I mean, here's the proof. It's not like I deleted those Packers, Cowboys, Packers, Browns. No, I did not cover those games. And I come back, Packers win. Packers, well, I'm just saying. But yeah, I do bounce around, as you can see. Again, today's games in the NFL were kind of random. So, yeah, definitely, again, feel free to subscribe. I'm covering every single team this year. That's the goal, to cover them at least once. And I've covered, I think, about 20 teams for the NFL this year. So the goal is, again, to get all 32. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but he looks like, it sounds like more like Elliott. Oh, yeah, Elliott, yeah. From what I saw, that was pretty bad. So hopefully he's okay. I mean, I'd like to see him back. It's not like he broke anything, but yeah, he definitely, it did not look good. He was carted off the field and everything, and he was crying. So that's never good. It's never good. Let's see here. Again, you can kind of see in the total yards department, the Packers, again, have been having their way with the Steelers, just not on the scoreboard. The Packers, again, leading in total yards, 330 to 219. 4 penalties for each team, but, again, the Packers have been looking really good. Time of possession about the same. I guess we'll see what happens here in the 4th quarter. As we're back here in Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh leading 19-14. It's 2nd and goal for the Packers. As they're at the 3. Jacobs is in the game again. Jacobs has struggled whenever he's gotten the ball. Love is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Love sending a man in motion. That is Golden. Love hands it off to Jacobs, bouncing it outside, and he's going to get in. Oh, look at me go. I'm saying he struggles, then he bounces it outside for 6. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. And the Packers have taken the lead for the first time since the 1st quarter. Looks like Christian Watson just blocking the inside man. A bad route there by the guy there. It is what it is. 20-19 is your score. I guess, I don't know. They may go for 2 here. I'm not too sure. Yeah, they are. So Love in the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Love sending a man in motion. Love drops back, looking, fires. He's wide open. And the 2-point conversion is successful. 22-19, the Packers lead. Oh, man, the Packers have outscored the Steelers here in the second half, 15-3. So the momentum is all with Green Bay. That's never good. So, looks like they're heading to commercial. I, of course, will stay right here. Again, folks, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. If you want to chat about the game, that's fine with me. I try to read as many comments as I possibly can. That is definitely a priority here on the channel. Of course, my priority is the game. That's why you're here in the first place. But again, I do try to make the channel or the chat very much included in the channel. It's very important. It's very important for sure. Dang it, Steelers defense. Yep, that's classic Steelers defense. Never count out Rodgers. No, I won't. I won't for sure. I have a lot of faith in him. But, be nice if the Steelers defense could rise to the occasion again. Love, 23 for 28, 287, and 2 touchdowns. He's just taking what the Steelers are giving him, and that's what Brady did to the Steelers all those years. And it's what Love is doing to the Steelers tonight. Fielded at the 10. He's at the 15, the 20. And Gainwell stops for some reason, and he's brought down at the 23-yard line. And that's where the Steelers will begin their drive. With still a whole quarter again, 14:47 left to go here in the fourth. Rodgers tonight, 15 for 23, 139 and a touchdown. Again, it's not like he's playing bad. He has missed a few throws, but for the most part, Rodgers has been pretty good. That's usually how it goes. Rodgers is the reason the Steelers are even. Rodgers and Boswell. That's really it. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Steelers. Ball at the 23. Rodgers under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Rodgers, play action. Looking. And down he goes. Couldn't find anybody except Micah Parsons. As that's a sack, and a huge sack. That's a loss of 11 on the play. That is not good. Sending a man in motion there on the replay. Rodgers just trying to find something. Just couldn't. There's nobody open. Nobody open over the middle. So much for never counting this guy. Yeah, it's just a play, folks. It's just a play. Don't worry. 2nd and forever. Ball at the 13. Rodgers drops back. Moving to his right. Facing pressure. Fires. It is incomplete. Parsons and the defense all over him. And the Packers' defensive line, they are definitely putting the pressure on the O-line, making Rodgers move. Boswell is great. Probably win it. I hope so, Matt. That would be nice. It would be nice. I'll take a win. I don't care if it's by 100. I don't care if it's by 1. All that matters is the win. 3rd and 20. Rodgers, again, most likely just going to play for field position here. He just throws it over the middle. It's caught by Jonnu at the 15, and he's just devoured at the 20-yard line. And a lot of pushing and shoving after the play. It's been very chippy. Again, it was chippy earlier. No flags were thrown for that one. But nothing here for this one as well. So the Steelers will have to punt it away. Just messing. I know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Just throwing it over the middle to Smith. Again, just kind of knew what they were going to do there. Just trying to play for field position. Again, total yards this half, 168 for the Packers, 38 for the Steelers. That's just not good. Here's Corliss Waitman to punt it away. 10, 20, 30, 40, 51-yard punt. Field at the 29, at the 30, the 35, tripped up at the 40-yard line. That is Romeo Doubs on the punt return. Now some more pushing and shoving, and now there's a lot of flags. There's a lot of pushing and shoving. This time there are penalty markers everywhere. Referees tumbling over each other. Do you have a multi-screen setup? Yep. I don't know what you refer to that, actually. Good game at least. Yeah, it's close. The other games earlier today were blowouts. Ben Skoranek and Bo Melton. And then the Packers double team Skoranek. Wow, the instigator was number 51. Oh, that's horrible. So that's... Wow, that's pretty bad. Well, the instigator was number 51. Again, Skoranek, was getting double teamed by the Packers, and the Packers were kind of staying on him. Obviously didn't like that. Nick Herbig saw that, pushed a guy, and that led to the scrum. That's pretty weak. It's usually, I guess, the second or third guy that gets caught, I guess. Do you use multi-CVUs? You're talking lingo, I don't know. I'm pretty basic on here. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Again, I am aware that there's a lot of course competition tonight. Obviously, there's the great Tom Grossi calling this game. There's Tree calling this game, Football Nation. Literally a bunch of great streamers out there. So I really do appreciate you guys for letting me call the game. Just a little old me with about 1,000 subs. Hopefully, I've proven that, hey, I can hang in there one day if given the opportunity. And I can definitely... earn your subscription. Again, it's completely free to do so. Again, I cover, of course, the NFL and, of course, baseball. That is what I do. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I jinxed it. What do you mean you jinxed it? I mean, hey, the announcer, I jinx a lot of things. You doing the draft this year? You're going to it. No, I'm not going to go to the draft. Steelers going to lose after you said all your streams, they win. No, the Steelers have not won every stream I've done. Steelers are 4-2. I've done every single Steelers game. The Packers are 4-0. The Packers are 4-0 whenever I call a game for the Packers. No, the Steelers, I have not jinxed the Steelers. I'm actually trying to jinx the Packers, by the way. Tomlin does not adjust at halftime, especially when when they had the lead. And he's not smart enough to be able to do it during the game. But at times he is lucky. Well, again, I agree with the adjustments, especially on the fly. But, it is what it is. I was just hoping that maybe Rodgers can keep it going, but I don't know. Again, we'll see what the Steelers defense can do here. But again, Love obviously approaching 300 yards. That is a killer. Again, he is just nickeling and diming. Again, 23 for 28. That is, what is that? I mean, it's like 80%. Doesn't have the percentage here, but that is like literally, geez, that is tough. I mean, you're not going to win with that type of percentage. They should make the NFL draft 10 rounds. 7 is good. I think 7 is where it's at. All right, well, the Packers are going to have the ball as they're playing Renegade. And again, I'm probably going to be in the minority here, but I don't think the Renegade should be played anymore. I'm literally done with Renegade. It doesn't work. Would be nice to see it work here. That's what I'll say about that. Got to stop Jacobs. Jacobs, for the most part, has been stopped tonight, but yeah, we'll see. We got to stop Love. We got to stop the short passes. Love hands it off to Wilson. Wilson at the 40, the 35, and brought down at the 30. Emmanuel Wilson, the backup running back, he's been the guy lately that they've been using, and he has been very effective. Again, a gain of 15 yards. As you can see, again, he's averaging over 6 yards a carry. So the Packers just like that at the 30-yard line, and man, it is not looking good if you're a Steelers fan or just the Steelers in general. 1st and 10 at the 30. Love in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Love drops back. Looking, swings it out. It's caught by Wilson at the 30. Breaks a tackle and still moving up as he's brought down at the 26-yard line. Wilson trying to do a little bit of theatrics there. Trying to get the flag, but no flag granted. Emmanuel Wilson has been a difference maker here for the Packers. He's just playing hard. He really is. 3 catches, 26 yards for him. Again, he's had some yards on the ground. But, yeah, the Packers are looking really good, especially with Wilson entering the game. 2nd and 7 for the Packers. Ball at the 27. Actually, ball at the 26, so it's 2nd and 6. Love drops back, looking, fires. It's caught by Kraft. And Kraft is slung out of bounds after a gain of 2. So no yak there for Mr. Kraft, yak and cheese. There's an injured Packer. Looks like that is Tom. Oh, that's a big one. Zach Tom. He has been a great player for a long time. Or, ever since he's been in the league pretty much. I wouldn't say a long time, but, he's been pretty good. Just sent you something. I was wondering if you can give me your thoughts on it and if you would change anything on it. But nah, no rush. I'll check it when we might go to commercial here. We'll see. Oh, never mind. Yep, Tom's just getting off. It looks like they were about to cut a commercial, but Tom literally said, nope, I'm good. So let's see here. Looks like his foot was stepped on. And he was working on Watt. Oh, that's tough. All right, well, it's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Packers. They need to get to the 20 for a brand new set of downs. Steelers need to hold them to a field goal here. Touchdown, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's over, but it would not look good. Love in the shotgun, trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left, sending a man in motion. That is Christian Watson. Love drops back. Heavy pressure. Fires on the middle. It's caught at the 20s, at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. Oh, my goodness. He just sliced through this defense like it was cheese. Not to make a Packers pun, but geez, it's down 28-0. Tucker Kraft has just had a day. 7 catches, 153, and 2 touchdowns. The Steelers defense has done it again. They've allowed 22 points. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. 29-19, Packers leading over the Steelers. It's now or never if you're a Steelers fan and if you're a Steelers player. Tucker Kraft, yak and cheese. That's what he does. The yards after the catch, just too good. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I'll have to look at that later as far as like all the specifics there. But yeah, no, it's been a fun one. Of course, obviously the Steelers now falling apart at the end, so that's always good. But yeah, make sure again to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Again, this is what I do. I call games. I cover every Steelers game, and of course, again, I've covered, a lot of Packers already. But again, I do bounce around the NFL as well. Again, I covered college football as well, and MLB. I did a lot of MLB. I haven't done any of the World Series yet. Again, I don't really want to say I'm going to cover a game on Tuesday, but we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And of course, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. So again, the chat is very important on this channel. So I really do appreciate you guys for letting me call the game for you. Because like I said, again, there's a lot of people calling this game. There really is. Well, you take away 1 point from the 2-point conversion, add 2 to missed field goals. That is 34-19. Yeah. Yes, you did. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you did. Tom Grassi has 15,000 people watching. That is amazing. Don't think I would ever get to that point, or at least not for sports. I don't know what I would, I don't know if I did something else, I can maybe get 15, probably, I think, in the future. But no, sports is good. Sports is fun. I love sports. I love football. I love my Steelers, but they don't love me as much as I love them. That's unfortunate. Let's see here again. Love now over 300 yards. Again, 3 touchdowns. I mean, the Packers just taking what the Steelers are giving them. They're just not defending the short pass as well. Rodgers, of course, again, 16 for 25 and a touchdown, 146. Again, the Packers front seven has just been all over the Steelers' offensive line, especially here in the second half, and it's definitely impacted the Steelers. Never say never. Oh, I won't. But it is frustrating. The Steelers need something here, and then they need to stop as it's fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, takes it outside at the 25, and slung out of bounds. Well, right there at the 25. So we'll see what Rodgers and this offense can do. Again, it's been a rough showing for him. First half, again, 16 points, 178 yards. But in the second half, just 3 points and 38 total yards. That's not going to win you many games. It ain't going to happen. So 1st and 10 for the Steelers as the Steelers break the huddle. 10:51 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Rodgers is under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Rodgers tosses quickly to Warren, and Warren stumbles forward to about the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Maybe, 28-yard line. So, yeah, gain of 3 there for Jaylen Warren. Steelers, again, they got to go, and they are. They're kind of playing a little fast here as Rodgers already in formation under center, sending Jonnu Smith in motion. Zebra. Talking trash here on the refs, I guess, in front of their face. Rodgers tosses to Warren. Warren bouncing it outside, lowering the shoulder at the 30. Oh, he squeezes forward. That's going to be close to the line of gain. I don't know where they're going to mark it. Oh, they're going to say he got to the 32, so that's a gain of 4. That was close. Fun fact, you may not know about me. The main reason I got into play-by-play is because my mom and dad split. Pretty much became my outlet. I got you. It's always good to have a outlet there. It looks like there's some jawing here. Packers and Steelers. This would be pretty bad if the Steelers did something. Oh my gosh, dude. DK. Oh my gosh, dude. Personal foul. Unnecessary offense number 4. DK Metcalf being an idiot. DK putting his hand inside of Quay Walker's face, which they have obviously they had some beef whenever he was in Seattle. And then, of course, he yanked Walker's face mask. So, again, that is a killer. Go Pack Go. Appreciate the stream. I was on another. Decided to come here and support and give a like. Thank you, Crave Dog. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. I know, of course, I'm a Steelers guy, but, again, I try to call it how it is. 3rd and 17. They need to get to the 35. Rodgers drops back. Heavy pressure. Pump fakes. And down Rodgers goes. He's sacked at the 15. Oh, my goodness. And the Steelers have gone from bad to worse. And the Steelers defense is going to have to do something. They're going to have to do something, folks. A 4-man rush. And again, that's all the Packers needed. As here is the punt. Waitman boots it off. Fielded at the 38. Dobbs breaking a tackle. He's at the 40 and leads forward to about the 44-yard line. We're going to need something. Again, the Steelers. They're on their heels. The Steelers defense must rise to the occasion if they have a chance at winning this one. They trail 29-19 to the Green Bay Packers. Boston something. I want to try to make a job. Oh, yeah, for sure. Player like number 4 should be fired for me. I wouldn't say fired, but again, just dumb. Like, I don't know why. Again, that's something that, when we traded, for him, we knew what he was. He was pretty much George Pickens, but was more established, I guess. It is what it is, though. I grew up a Steelers fan. My aunt is an avid fan, but I eventually came to my senses. All jokes are... Oh, that's good. That's good. Hey, you know what? The Steelers in my lifetime have been really good. I mean, I had a great childhood. I don't know when you were born, Crave. I mean, if you were born in 96, that's the same year as I did. I mean, the Steelers have had a much more success since we've been born. And I don't know if you were born in 96, but since I've been born than the Packers. I'm just saying. But obviously in recent memory, it's been very frustrating in the last 8 years. So sick of players that think they're bigger than the team. Sick of the stupidity in sports or no consequences. Oh, I agree. Yeah, that's part of the problem with Tomlin. He's, portrayed as a no-nonsense coach, but in fact, that guy allows so much nonsense behind the scenes. It's ridiculous, and that's why you see an undisciplined, underprepared Steelers team. I'm sorry, Dr. Lay. Oh, it's all good, Nick. I appreciate you tuning in, man. I really do appreciate you guys. Like I said, I have the best subscribers on here, man. I really do. So again, feel free to sub to the channel. It is completely free. We got a great growing community here. You guys are so awesome. You really do. Just don't come outside somebody else, you football or men's basketball. I actually have no idea. No idea what that means, not going to lie. Grew up on Big Ben. Yeah, Big Ben was the GOAT. Love that guy. He's still my favorite. I've really got to stop rooting for teams in which I have zero emotional investment. I think I'm 0-6 so far this season. Sorry, Steelers fans. I'll do better and root for the other team next time. Thank you. Thank you, Al. I appreciate it. Tell your players to stop poking the player out. Yeah, again, that was stupid. Stupid. Again, that's something that the Steelers are always physical. They were never dirty. I know other fan bases like the Browns, Bengals would say that, but they are literally the dirty teams in those situations. But yeah, that's just, again, that's what the Steelers have become. They're just a stupid team. What's going on, Dr. Lay? Hope you're more rested and pushing through this game. Yeah, I'm making it. I might do a Steelers rant after this. We'll see. Love is under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Love. Play action. Steps up. Fires down the middle. It is caught at the 35. He's at the 30 and brought down at the 28. That is Christian Watson on the catch. And it's another brand new set of downs for the Packers. Sorry, doctor, my blood pressure was getting too high. You had to take a break. I was wondering where you went. That's okay. Hey, look at that. You're going to win. You're going to win. Congratulations, of course. Packers now going to be 5-0 if they hold on and win whenever I call them. I'm just saying, if you're a Packers fan, I'm just saying, this might be the channel for you. As Love hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs making a guy miss and is brought down at the 28. So, yeah, very frustrating, of course. Looks like we'll have to regroup next weekend. The Steelers playing the Colts. They are 7-1. And again, as Trisk brought up earlier, and it was a very good point, when the Steelers lose, they lose in threes. That usually happens almost every year. And that is something you should always bet on. If you're a gambler, hey, I bet the Steelers will lose 3 times in a row this season. Well, that's kind of a weird bet. Just trust me. 2nd and 10, ball at the 28. Love in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Love takes a snap, looking over the middle, fires. It's caught at the 25. This is Golden, and he is dropped backwards. Kind of an awkward landing for him as he's slow to get up. The Steelers' helmets make them look like highlighters. Yeah. I like them. I like the helmets. They shouldn't have worn the yellow with them, with those jerseys, though. It's always the ones who do the dumb stuff that accuse other teams of doing it. Steelers have always been the right type of physical. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's how I've always viewed it. Steelers are always a physical team, but I don't know. I think we're trending towards that line that I don't like. 3rd and 9 at the 27. Love drops back, looking over the middle, fires to the right, caught by Dobbs at the 15, runs out of bounds at the 14. Dobbs is really happy with himself on the sideline there, as that is a brand new set of downs for the Packers. Definitely our lucky charm. Jeez, that's horrible. Oh, I was hoping I could break it. I shouldn't have covered. I should have said, you know what, Steelers fans, for the betterment of Steeler Nation, I'm not covering this game. Should have done it. Sorry, your Steelers defense is very good. Yeah, no, they haven't been good. The last time they were really good was 2011. First and 10 at the 13. Love hands it off up the middle. This is Wilson, and he's going to fight forward inside the 10, brought down at the 9. It's about to turn into a route. Yeah, probably. Going to get back to Rhino Stream. Have a nice stop by and chat. As always, keep up the fantastic work. Thank you, Gaming Boy. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. As always, tell Rhino I said hi. How's it going? Appreciate you. I am done. I'm watching Star Trek. Good night, Dr. Lake. Good night, Trisk. Thank you again for stopping on in. Appreciate you. 2nd and 6, ball at the 10. Love under center, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Love sending Kraft in motion. Love, play action, looking, fires, and it's going to be incomplete. That was well short of Kraft, which makes it 3rd and 6. Make sure to give our boy a like, guys. Good personality, entertaining, energetic, not too biased on one side. Deserves like. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, again, I hate on the Steelers more than, anybody. I love my Steelers, but I will be very critical of my Steelers because I hold them to that standard that they were in the 2000s, and I remember that. That was my childhood. They were great. That's what they should be. They should be the standard of the NFL, but unfortunately that has fallen in the past decade. 3rd and 6. Love in the shotgun, looking over the middle. Fires, going to swing it out to the running back, but that one was wildly out of bounds, incomplete. So 5:31 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Looks like they'll bring out the field goal unit. $20 straight completions. Well, that ended there with 2 back-to-back incompletions. Well, I got to go get my NBA stuff ready for tomorrow. Best of luck, Delay. Make sure to sub to Delay. He's the best play-by-play guy around. Appreciate it. I am okay. I try to be the best. It is a rising channel, folks. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 32-19 is your score with 5:28 left to go here in the 4th quarter. The Packers, again, have outscored the Steelers 25-3 in the second half. Absolutely choke artist. Sad part is Rodgers didn't really play bad. No, he didn't. He didn't play bad. And yet, he's going to get ridiculed. He's going to get hated on. They're going to say he's old and washed. But again, when you look at some of these replays that they show, you see Rodgers obviously holding on the ball, taking a sack because no one gets open. The Steelers receivers are absolutely horrible. And even DK, their star receiver, he just can't. He can't catch the ball. It's really frustrating. Pack ready to rack a V. I don't know what that means. I guess number 5. Appreciate you, Mr. Green, for stopping on in. And we finally made a field goal. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Moved pretty well in the pocket for all the pressure he was getting. Yeah. Absolutely atrocious. I'm probably going to do something after the stream. I'll probably do it live on stream. I don't know. We'll see. I might make a rant. And, of course, I won't respond to the chat during that rant, but I'll probably record it for a video. That's what I'll do. I might do it. We'll see. It's just stupid. I'm sick and tired of seeing this, B for victory. Oh, yeah, I gotcha. Tough game for the Steelers, Doc. Oh, yeah, and me. Yeah, another dub for the Packers. Again, the Packers going to move to 5-0 when I cover them. Steelers will fall to 4-3 when I cover them because, again, I cover every game. Win probability at 2.3%. What do you think, Steelers fans? Do you think we got it? Do you think we can rally back? I hope so. Would be nice. Would make the day pretty cool. Jeez. Underprepared, undisciplined. That is the Steeler way. That is the standard. All right, we're back here again. We're ready to kick things back off to the Steelers. We'll see if they're able to fight back a little bit. As that is fielded at the 3, he's at the 10, the 15, the 20, and he slips down at the 23-yard line. That is not good. That is Gainwell on the return. This ran after the game. Clip and put on your channel. Yeah, I probably will. So, 1st and 10 for the Steelers. As again, they're down 32-19 with 5:23 left to go. In this one, the Rodgers looking to get something going here. Sending a man in motion. He's in the shotgun. Rodgers drops back, looking over the middle. Steps up, fires. It is incomplete. Freiermuth was there, just couldn't hang on to it. That'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. Whatever socials. Yeah, I should. I'm on X, but I don't really have much of a following there. It is what it is. 2nd and 10 at the 23. Rodgers drops back, looking, steps up, fires. It's caught at the 26. Oh, and he fumbles the ball. Gainwell caught it, made a football move, and forgot that, you know what, that wasn't the end of the play, and the Packers are going to recover. Wow. Gainwell, stripped fumble in the middle of the field. The Packers will take over. Oh, my goodness. And this is appropriate on national TV. Let everyone see it. Let everyone see it. And there'll still be fools that say Tomlin is a great coach. There will still be fools that do it. It was the Steelers receiver that got hurt earlier. That was... Did a Steelers receiver get hurt earlier? I don't even know. I can't remember if that was the case. Geez, Cheesehead's happy. Oh, yeah, they're happy. They are happy as the Packers are looking for the finishing blow. They're up by 13. Even if they kick a field goal, it's still a 2-score game, but a touchdown would pretty much end it. Wow, indeed, Al, yeah. It's a toss to Wilson. He's at the 25, breaking a tackle at the 20, breaks another tackle, and is brought down at the 14. And the Packers just flat out won it, folks. That's just the way it is. Sorry, delay on your impending loss. It is what it is, RC. Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, that's an embarrassing performance. Receiver or tight end. I'm trying to think. I just lost. I know there was Deshaun Elliott. He got hurt. He was a safety. Freiermuth. Oh, Freiermuth. Yeah, Freiermuth. I guess that was Freiermuth there. So I guess Freiermuth is good. He's back in. Love is under center ball at the 14. Love tosses to Wilson. Wilson cuts inside, and he's brought down at the 10. Wilson has been running really hard tonight, folks. Much more impressive than Jacobs tonight. Packers' upcoming schedule, they are going to be hosting the Panthers and the Eagles. That'll be a pretty good game against the Eagles. Then they're at the Giants, hosting the Vikings, at the Lions, and then, of course, hosting the Bears. So a lot of divisional games coming up. Again, an opportunity there to kind of knock down some of the teams and, separate themselves from the pack. Again, I have the Packers, very high this year. I'm not just saying that because you're here. I actually had them representing the NFC prior to the preseason. Watch the Super Bowl 96 Cowboys Larry Ball. Yeah. Neil O'Donnell was paid off. He's a bum. Supposed to have been back, came back to the chat, delay, my bad. Ended up turning on the Lakers-Kings game. Oh, you're good. I appreciate you, man. It's good to see him back. Oh, yeah. 2nd and 6 at the 10. Love under center. Hands it off up the middle to Wilson. Wilson is going to be brought down after a gain of 3. And the Steelers may be calling a timeout. I'm not too sure. Folks are the from Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Huge Steeler fans. Tough night for them. Yeah, very. Now I got to live with all these cheeseheads for another week. Go Bears. Yeah. The Packers are good. They are really good. They'll lose next week because you're not calling the game. Yeah, probably against the Panthers. Fry Umus at tight end, yeah. Hosting the Colts next week, at the Chargers on Sunday night, then host the Bengals, at the Bears, hosting the Bills, then at the Ravens. So flip-flopping all the time, home and away. Another, again, just, schedule that, it'd be nice to go, 4-2 in that stretch, but we'll see what happens. So 3rd and 3 for the Packers. Again, the Steelers out of timeouts. Love. Play action. Looking. Steps up. And scanning. And he fires it into the turf. Incomplete. I don't know what Love was trying to do there. Just couldn't find anything. As it's going to be 4th and 3 coming up for the Packers. So, it'll make it a 16-point game. Obviously, it's pretty hard to score 16 points in 4 minutes. But, at least it's a 2-score game. Colts versus Steelers, delay versus Rhino. Yep. Bring it. That's all I got to say. This will be a 25-yard attempt from the the left hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. And the Packers extend their lead 35-19 over the Steelers. As the route continues. Man, this is devastating. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Are there any Steelers fans here, fellow Steelers fans that, what are your thoughts? What is this? What needs to change if you're running the Steelers? Let's just say Art Rooney says, yeah, you know what? I've been a terrible owner. I want to go ahead and make you in charge. What would you change? What am I missing? Because I know there are Steelers fans tuning in. If there are any Steelers, I'm assuming there are. Like myself, of course. But, the difference is there's still a good size of the fan base that still thinks Tomlin is the guy. And it's just frustrating. I just don't get it. What am I missing? Green Bay looking like they have a legit shot to go deep. Oh, again, I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. For sure. Steelers will win next week. You can book it. I hope so. Not happening. What? No, come on. The Steelers can beat the Colts. He's at the 20. He's at the 25. And it's brought down at the 30-yard line. And that's where the Steelers will take over. With just 3:52 left to go. In this one. Again, it's been a one-sided game here in the second half. Again, the Packers have scored 28 points in the second half. The Steelers with just 3. The defense sucks. The offense sucks. We had a chance to get Clint Kubiak quarterback. Yeah, I agree. We had a chance to get Kubiak. Would have been nice. 1st and 10. Rodgers drops back, fires. It's caught at the 37. And that, of course, he steps out of bounds. That is Calvin Austin with the catch just to gain. Actually, going to give him an 8. So 2nd and 2 coming up. New head coach. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. But again, if you're a Tomlin supporter, it's like, I don't want to know, why do you think that? Why do you think that he's still the guy that can lead? Did you know that coaches can get washed too? And we all say about Belichick, but we can't say it about Tomlin. 2nd and 2, Rodgers fires. It's caught by Wilson. Wilson bouncing it outside and gets the first down. He needed 2. He got 2. That's a brand new set of downs for the Steelers. Clock stopping at 3:43. Any other franchise quarterback improve the O-line and defense? Yeah, the defense. Honestly, I don't even worry about the defense at this point. Like, what's the point? Because you spend so much money on the defense, it clearly doesn't matter. You got to get the offense to go. Again, I don't obviously need a franchise quarterback, but Rodgers is not the problem here. As Rodgers drops back looking, fires. It is caught at the 45, and Wilson is going to be pushed out of bounds at the 46. I'm just curious why the Steelers stopped going after Nixon in the second half. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know if he really had enough time, though. New leadership. We need leadership from top to bottom, for sure. We get a rookie quarterback, obviously, next year. If that happens, he's not going to perform better than Rodgers is doing right now. So that's not going to impact us there. as Rodgers dumps it off over the middle, but it's tipped up in the air and it's incomplete. And now it's 3rd and 5 coming up for the Steelers. Again, the Steelers with no timeouts. It is a one-sided affair here in this one. You select Tom, and me too. I liked him when he won. A lot of Packers chants in Pittsburgh. That's usually embarrassing. Rodgers in the shotgun, trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Rodgers drops back to pass, looking, fires over the middle. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Jonnu Smith. Triple coverage on the play. Nothing doing. And now it's 4th and 5. Time to move on. Yep. Just a little too far. Clint Kubiak, quarterback friendly offense. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, Kubiak, West Coast. I would have definitely loved it. That's what we need. That's what works in today's NFL. 4th and 5 in the shotgun. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. This is the ball game, folks. This is the ball game. They need to get to the 49. Rodgers drops back, looking, fires. It is caught at the 45 and dropped at the 40-yard line. That's a brand new set of downs for the Steelers as the clock continues to run. 3:13 and counting. Rodgers telling Warren to get somewhere. Geez, Rodgers drops back, looking, fires. It is caught at the 35 and dropped at the 34. That is Pat Freiermuth on the catch. Trying to get something going here, I guess, a little bit late. Taking advantage of garbage time, make the score not look as bad. Rodgers in the shotgun. Rodgers drops back, looking to his left. Steps up, moving to his right. Fires over the middle. It is caught at the 22. That is Calvin Austin with the catch. As a brand new set of downs as the clock continues to run again. We're at 2:25 and counting here in this one. Packers leading 35-19. The Steelers trying to make it a one-score game. Rodgers drops back, steps up, looking, pump fakes, pointing, fires to the end zone. It is caught. Oh, no, he was knocked away at the end. Incomplete. Oh, Wilson had it in his hands. He took like a million steps, but then it was knocked away at the end. That is interesting. Wilson, 1, 2, 3. Oh, man, that is interesting. So Terry McCauley saying that is actually a catch and that should be a touchdown because he took like 3 steps. Oh, wow. After a replay assist. Control the ball. Oh, it's a touchdown. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers cut it to 10. With 2:07 left to go. I'm done with Pittsburgh. I might just become a Panthers fan if I'm being honest. Oh, well, hey. To be honest, I don't know why you would do that. The Panthers are not that good. But to be honest, the Steelers are not that great either. I think y'all should get more aggressive and change your offense because everyone seems to know what you're all going to do. Well, that goes with the coach. Again, we've pretty much run the same offense forever. It's a very conservative offense because we're trying to win the game with defense. And that is literally what Tomlin wants to do. He's said it so many times. So he hires people and tells them what they're going to run. So it literally makes there's no difference who the offensive coordinator is. You saw with Matt Canada, Tomlin was pretty much the offensive coordinator there. He's still the offensive coordinator here with Arthur Smith, but Arthur Smith, obviously has a little bit more skill as he throws it to the end zone. That is batted away, incomplete, but there's a penalty marker on the play. I mean, just change my mind to still fire Tomlin, yeah. Pass interference on the defense, and the Steelers will get another chance. So it's going to be at the 1. The refs love throwing flags. Yes, they want to get involved. Man, this is a rough one. Hey, if they get this, it makes it look like it was a close game. 2-point conversion. Rodgers going to be in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Rodgers moving to his right, fires. It is caught, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Oh, they're going to say no. Well, this might be a similar situation. I thought he had it, took 2 steps. So I guess not. I guess he didn't get it. Let's see the same thing. Let's see, Rodgers to Smith. So, oh, yeah, the ball was never really secure there. So, nope, it's not going to be it. Oh, that's a tough one. All right, well, it's going to be 35-25. That's probably going to be your final score. These refs love. Yes, Belize in the house. Well, how's it going from Belize? Good to see you. Belize, all the way down there in Belize. I hear it's a nice place. Smith cannot catch. You were right about these receivers. Yeah, they're terrible. Officiating has been horrible this season. It has. It's been terrible. I'm telling you, they better chill out, because I'm saying, because of what happened in the NBA, it would not shock me if they went and looked at the NFL, because the NFL has been, accused of rigging games for a long time now. I really hope they kind of just find something, honestly. Would be great. So it looks like Boswell will be on to try the onside kick. Man. Well, hey, again, congratulations to the Packers fans. Again, Packers are 5-0 whenever I cover the Packers, as there's an onside kick up in the air. It's recovered by Dobbs, and of course he's hit out of bounds. The Steelers, of course, 4-3 when I cover, because, well, I cover every Steelers game. So again, if you are a Steelers fan here, make sure again to like and subscribe for more Steelers content. This is what I do. I call games. Of course, again, I don't just cover Steelers. Again, I cover other stuff as well. Earlier today, I covered the Buccaneers and the Saints, covered the Dolphins and the Falcons. Last week, I covered Packers, Cardinals, Dolphins, Browns, Rams, or Jaguars. The week prior, Lions, Chiefs, Bengals, Packers, Browns, Steelers, Broncos, Jets, Buccaneers, Seahawks, Vikings, Browns, Jets, Dolphins, Vikings, Steelers, obviously Seahawks, Cardinals, and a lot of baseball, obviously Broncos, Chargers, Steelers, Patriots. Again, I cover games, folks. He hands it off up the middle. This is Wilson, and he's going to get a few. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe. It's a growing channel, folks. I assure you, we are a channel on the rise. In a few years, I will probably be a very big channel. I'm not going to lie. I definitely feel pretty good about it. So help me get there faster by definitely subscribing. And again, hopefully you liked the play-by-play tonight, because that is pretty much what I do. Yeah. I bet they're already looking to the NFL. It'd be dumb not to. They should be. Steelers will make the playoffs like they do every year. I hope so. Would love to see it. Would love to see it for sure. So 2-minute warning here in Pittsburgh. Again, the Packers leading 35-25. They're just kind of running out the clock here. Rodgers won a Super Bowl when he was 27. Rodgers won when he was 27. Love turns 27 this year, so this is the year to do it for Love. That is not why I thought the Packers would win or go to the Super Bowl, not win. I thought they would go there, not win, but they should. They look good. All the Packers have won the Super Bowl when their quarterback was 27. Yep. Yeah, I just saw that too. All right, 2nd and 7 here at the 2-minute warning. Ball at the 45. Love is under center. And looks like there is timeout Green Bay. Interesting. Right about the receivers. Defense lost the game. No, yeah, the defense 100% lost the game. But again, the receivers are terrible. They need something else. We need Jalen Waddle. It'd be nice. Hello, Delay. How are you? How are you doing, Eric? Good to see you. I'm doing okay. Was better before the Steelers started losing and not knowing how to play football. Who's your AFC pick? I picked the Bills to win. It was Bills and the Packers. That was my pre-preseason pick, and that's what I'm picking with and sticking with. I'm not going to change it. I'm not one of those guys. Well, I'm going to change it halfway through the season. This team's looking good, and this team's not. No, I'm just going to keep it. So 3rd and 5 for the Packers. As again, a first down pretty much seals it. A lot of Packers fans out there in Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's just a shame. Obviously they travel well, but the Steelers used to be such a proud franchise, and it's not the case anymore. 3rd and 5, Love is under center. And Love will hand it off up the middle. This is Wilson, and he's going to get the first down on second and third effort, and that's going to do it in this one. Just absolutely atrocious defense. That amazing Steelers defense you always hear about. 455 yards allowed. That is what we do here in Pittsburgh. All that money for what? Would love to see the Bills go. Yeah, good to see you as well. Again, appreciate it, Eric. The Chiefs won a Super Bowl because of the refs. Mahomes could always get a pass interference call in his favor. Yeah, that's fair. Really thought they had this. Sorry, doctor. It's okay, Gina. It's just frustrating. That's all it is. That's all it is. As Love takes a knee, Aaron Rodgers is the most overrated quarterback ever. I disagree, Kenneth. I think he's overhated. I think a lot of people hate him for reasons other than football. And so he's never really talked about in that elite conversation, despite he should be. He had 4 MVPs and a Super Bowl. I think he is definitely up there amongst the all-time greats. So no, Rodgers is really good. I mean, he's a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. Again, I usually try to keep that separate, everything separate, whether you like him or not, On the field is what I look at. That is the final score. Packers 35, Steelers 25. Again, thank you guys for hanging out in this one. This was a disastrous performance by the Steelers. It is what it is. It was looking good, but they just, I don't know. I'm very, very upset about it. I would say very upset, but just disappointed. It looks really good. And then all of a sudden, just like that, it just reminds me of what the Steelers have been the last few years. And I really thought this team, despite what it looked like in the beginning, I still thought this was a little bit different, but apparently not. So very frustrating. Shouldn't Tomlin be fired? He should be, Webb. I'm sick and tired of it, Like, how much more do you want, Do you want a 9-8 record? That's what Tomlin can give you, It is what it is. Well, that's going to do it for me. I'll probably rant off screen, and then I'll post it tomorrow. So I will catch you guys later. Thank you again for tuning in. Again, if you like the play-by-play that I gave, again, this is what I do for every Steelers game, but of course, other games as well. 3 games every Sunday. And of course, again, the Steelers don't play every single game I cover. Obviously, again, 3 games. Steelers can only play 1. So that means an opportunity for 4 other teams. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, definitely appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. And again, we'll see about videos in the near future. Might have one out tomorrow. We'll see. But yes, you guys have a great rest of your night. Y'all take care. And as always, go Steelers, go. Congratulations to the Packers. And again, you guys are 5-0 when I cover you guys. So I'm just saying, if you're a Packers fan, I'm just saying, you might want to sub to the channel. Thanks for making the day a little bit more fun, Doctor. See you guys. Thank you again, Al. Appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow. That's what happens when you have a bigger what? Thank you as always for a great stream. I know the frustration all too well being an avid Mets fan. Yeah, I got you, Miss Gina. I'm very sorry about that, Miss Gina. Again, they definitely were so close and yet so far all year. So thank you for the stream. Thank you, George. Again, thank you guys all for tuning in. Make sure, again, before you go, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be doing the Monday night game between the Redskins and the Chiefs. Commies and the Chiefs. Commanders at the Chiefs. Whatever you want to call it. That's what I'll be calling tonight or tomorrow. I'll see you then. You guys all enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and y'all take care. Peace.